Executive Suite. Hello everyone! It's time for something different, which actually is kind of similar to what I did in previous stream with Alter Ego, but it's definitely not the same kind of thing. This is an even earlier game than Alter Ego. This is 92. 82, I mean. So, with me currently, I have Eizen, and I'm gonna make him go to the executive suite. Basically, I'm just directly gonna read what I wrote there, which is actually taken directly from the page on Abandonware for this game. Executive Suite is an IBM DOS game from 1982. It's an excellent and perhaps only simulation of office life. Your goal is a typical white-collar one. Climb up the corporate ladder to become CEO. Sets the game apart from other business sims is the fact that it focuses entirely on office politics and ethical choice that people routinely face in real life. So yeah, this could be interesting. I would have liked Opie to be here, but I know he can't make it tonight, unfortunately. So that's gonna be a thing. Because there is one particular choice I wish he was here to actually play. But I'm not.
Of course, there would be.
But I'm not. Let's not go too far out. Anyways, let's go to Mighty Microcomputer Corporation. And as you enter the MMC building, the receptionist Angie smiles as if she knows you. Angie asks if you are new to Mighty Microcomputer Corporation or continuing your MMC career. We are starting a new career. And Angie's eager to help you get started. She asks if you desire an initial job interview. Perhaps you have a resume in MMC's file. We do not, because that would involve having done a game previously, and we have not. So we want the initial interview. Angie happily directs you to the personal department. Personal manager Simon Woodstock. It's good to see you made it. Try to relax. I'm going to ask you some questions and hopefully provide you some answers on how you might fit into MMC. What is your first name? You can bullshit this, by the way.
Well, I would like to be Frank, but in order to do so, I'd have to change my name. So, for now, we'll just say I'm Opie. Totally not crossing my fingers here.
Opie, a good name. I like it. Opie's a good start. What's your last name?
You know what? Let's just take the Mario Brothers approach. I'm Opie.
Alright. With the last name of Opie, what part of the country are you from? The East, West, South, or Midwest?
Well, considering what the word literally translates to, it came from the Far East. We'll say the east part of the country.
Alright. Very good. MMC does a lot of business in that area. What is your hometown and state?
What should it be? Let's talk about the one city where we know it's from. Akihabara.
And the state?
Yeah, Akihabara, right next to Tennessee. We'll go with that.
Ah, damn it, it deleted everything. Why does it delete everything?
Do you have to spell the whole state? Because that would be stupid if that's the case.
No, apparently I can just have the first letter as a capital. Anyway, growing up in the East, where did you go to college?
We'll say from... Actually, considering the name, Opie, probably more likely a private college.
What was the name of your school? Once again, you can bullshit this.
Ooh. What was the name of this one? Every time I keep talking about it, people always say, hey, you, and that would mean Hentai University.
What did you study at Hentai?
I think if Opie was here, he'd know what his answer would be.
I'm not even gonna let this go. I'm pretty sure this is what you're going for. Right?
Yeah.
How did you do in your studies?
Okay, you know what? I wish I could say number one, but of course, knowing Opie, he wouldn't excuse the summa cum laude.
I'm pretty sure that means it doesn't mean what Opie would think it means, but anyways. Let's go with that, I guess. Did you go to graduate school or had you had enough education after Hentai University?
My God. We'll say went on to a ranked university.
I was right, your studies. What was the name of the graduate school?
What would be the name? What would be the name?
I like that you're doing that in Opie's back when he's not even defend himself.
Again, it's like he never left us. Name of the graduate school. Can't believe I'm actually drawing a blank. Ice Twist, if you're still in the chat, thank you. 20 oxen. 20 oxen you.
What did you study at 20 Oxen U? I already know where this is gonna be going since we're talking about Opie.
Just for haha sakes, we'll say liberal arts.
Oh, okay, that's not what I was expecting, but sure. With your demanding major, how did you fare?
Let's say... No, Opie, he definitely learned a lot.
Schooling is an important qualification, but so is work experience. How many years of prior work experience do you have?
Somehow I doubt it would go that high.
I don't think it does, no, unfortunately.
And I don't think 6.9 would count, so we'll do the next best thing and say 7. Round it up.
I saw in the sports page that the Giants won. If you're a sport enthusiast, what interests you? Unfortunately, the answer for the real Opie is not in the choices, but you know.
Then, of course, knowing him, it would be the next best thing, competitive drinking.
I don't think he's much of a drinker, honestly, but sure. I have a few I have a few
other women to drink.
God damn it. I have a few personal questions. I hope you don't mind cooperating. How old are you?
We'll say 30.
What is your sex?
So, do you want to be male, female, or I'm not sure who I am. I'm sorry. That just slays me. In all seriousness, we'll say male.
Alright. What is your current marital status?
Especially with how we're treating Opie, which once he sees this, I'm not trying to hammer him into the ground, just making a joke and running with it. Single. Much like my sad life.
After all this talk, I am feeling very comfortable about your application to MMC. Just to see if I'm on track, how would you describe yourself? Would you say you want blind ambition, just try to reach the top? Being a technician, love to make things work? Party person, you love people? Work before pleasure, but I always make time for my family and friends? Work is a hobby, life is mentor living.
So after all the sick, twisted stuff we mentioned, he mentions he feels very comfortable with our application. I'm sure you do. Of course, since we're talking about Opie, he's a party person, just loves people, especially the
Oh, number 3. There's no question, Opie, you make an impressive applicant. Let's see what entry-level position MMC might have available for you. Fortunately, the economy is expanding. And given the economy and your background, you may apply for the following entry position. Either a salesman, a marketing assistant, a trainee financial analyst, a senior accounting clerk, a customer service clerk, or an engineer in training.
Well, one thing I know about being a salesperson is that you're kind of a sweet charmer in more ways than one. So I think that's most likely the job Opie would choose.
So, salesman?
Yep.
Congratulations, Opie. You have the job of salesman. The following came in your morning electronic mail. Employee name, Opie. Current age 30, 0 years with MMC, salesman. Salary of 28,000 per year. You have your own desk, you have a 2 weeks vacation, travel and entertainment allowance, and the access to the What's line. Let's get started for real this time. The regional sales manager, Jack Stark, arranges your lunch with 3 key clients. Alan Greenbuck from Analog Concerns, Derek Clayton from Superior Electronics, Andrew Gravy from Dynamic Industries. Returning to the office, you report on lunch to Jack Stark. Your car allowance is upgraded. You can choose either a Buick, a Cadillac, or a Mercedes.
I'm going to choose the only one car brand I actually had growing up. So we'll go with the Mercedes.
Now we are getting extravagant. Conversations with clients start naturally over car repair bills and MMC's profit margin. You get a call from your old friend, Derek Clayton, after a major order. He wants to see you in half an hour. Jack Stark is out. The secretary forgot to take Derek's company or phone number. What is Derek's company name?
Fuck. Oh, if only we could combine those choices. I think the only one that rings a bell is Dynamic Industries.
Okay. Forgetting your customer's company is a fatal flaw for a salesperson. You try every Derek Clayton in the phone book to no avail. When Jack Stark returns, you're instructed to apply for a position in another department. Overall, you did a poor job. You'll be remembered for extravagant taste when MMC's paying the bill and your unique knack of offending customers. However, the economy is still expanding, but you're down to job level 3.
In that case, let's go for number 4.
Personal clerk. You get the job. You're not making as much as you did 2 years ago. A junior accountant, Bernard, comes into your cubicle after work hours one evening. He bluntly offers you $200 for 5 minutes alone with his employee file. You respond, "Let's see the money. Here's the file. Keep the money. No. Or what do you want it for?"
Have to question him. What exactly does he want it for?
Bernard declines to answer, claiming it's a private matter. You explain the file, in this case, is closed. During standard preparation of employee W-2 forms, you discover the personal manager's nephew, Oscar, earns twice the normal rates for an accounts receivable clerk. Do you lower, ignore, or talk to the personal manager?
Technically, this is a dangerous territory when it comes to business because normally you're not supposed to talk about how much you earn or anything. But for haha's sake, we'll talk to the personal manager.
Simon states the matter is confidential and advises you to eliminate a discreet circuit. Whoever told you the world was fair anyway? Oscar invites you for a drink after work with his uncle, Simon, and the Vice President of Finance, Gary Hoffman. Do you accept or decline?
Considering he's talking about the vice president of a company, it'd be foolhardy to turn it down, so accept.
A good choice if you have a good personal relationship with these fellow employees. You discuss commodities and career futures very optimistically. You did a good job. You'll be remembered for staying out of office politics, your open manner of addressing problems, your good interpersonal skills, and hearty socializing. However, the economy is depressed at the moment, but you still have access to a few job level 4s still.
Let's go for marketing assistant.
Applying for a new MMC position is fun, but you never know what will be recalled from your past. Unfortunately, you are remembered for your unique knack of offending customers. And you were edged out by a better qualified candidate. Apply for another job and develop the skills needed to advance. So you're down 1 level 4.
In that case, we'll go for engineering training.
Oh, you're going back to level 3?
Oh, I'm still on level 4?
You still have access to 2 job level 4 if you want.
Oh. Senior accounting then.
Applying for a new MMC position is fun, but you never know what will be recalled from the past. Fortunately, you are remembered for your good interpersonal skills. And you get the job.
Yay.
You make 32,000 per year this time. And you have a medical plan. Oh my god. Bucky Carter's, MMC's leading salesman, is on a roll. He returns from Dynamic Industries with an order that puts the M&M tree line into the black. While processing the paperwork, you know that Dynamic is already extended beyond their credit limit. Do you recommend the approval, report to the Vice President of Finance, or recommend psychiatric counseling for Bucky?
If it's going beyond their credit limit, then it's important to note the higher ups. So let's report this to Gary Hoffman. Gary Hoffman. Good lord.
All right. Carrie wants to know how Dynamic got so far behind in payment. Dark sunglasses won't shield you from Carrie's glare. You must ask Bucky to speak with Dynamic Industries. Joshua Cullen, the president of Mel Design Co., a vendor, asks you to speed up his payment invoice. Do you do it? Ask Carrie Hoffman, or don't do it.
President of Design. Let's ask Carrie for advice on this.
You demonstrate wise caution. It seems MMC wants to acquire Meld and is putting financial pressure on Joshua Cullen. You avoid his phone calls for the rest of the week. Bucky Carter asks for an $8,000 advance against commission for the Dynamic Industries sale. You know the sale has only a 50 chance of completion. Do you decide to defer, to refuse, or to approve?
Either it succeeds or busts. Let's defer to our supervisor.
Gary Hoffman says treat it like your own money was involved. Normally you'd invest in Swiss bonds, but Bucky was a defensive tackle in college. You pull a strategic play by sending him straight to the quarterback, Carey. You did a good job. You'll be remembered for your open manners of addressing problem and consistently following MMC policies. Your economy is fair, and you have some job level 5s available.
Let's go for an engineer.
You get the job? You now make $41,000 a year. You have a working telephone, a cubicle, and a matching furniture. Oh my goodness. Conrad Edison assigns you to a prestigious project working on the M&M4 microcomputer design reviews. Your joy turns to gloom when you find a design flaw in a product component. You can't disclose, hide, or fix the flaw and not tell anyone.
Well, I can't necessarily say for certain I would know how to fix this, and hiding the problem just makes it worse. So let's disclose the flaw. Hopefully they will notice it and fix it in time.
Controversy rages as half the staff denies there is a flaw. Ultimately, you are vindicated, but the project is bogged down for months. You become addicted to Pepto-Bismol and must eat carry food once a week to balance the effect. Senior management has dragged his heel on salary increase while total MMC profit have skyrocketed. Now, a company-wide movement is fomented by Brighton Star and other engineers to get royalties on invention. You can join, oppose, or tell Brighton you back the job action while telling Con Edison you support management.
Let's go for the third one.
Your Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde imitation wins no award. Worse, it fools no one.
What?
Politics begin to appear in the engineering department. Top engineer are vying more management position. You are pressed to become involved. Do you focus on work, avoid the situation, and study for advanced engineering certificate, or get involved in politics?
Just like real life, I hate politics. Let's just concentrate on work for now.
You pull a Swiss and declare neutrality. Your workload is your Alps, and work quality your protective minefield. You may be suspect politically, but who is asked to hold the sports pool money over the weekend? You did an average job. You'll be remembered for acting in a progressive and decisive manner, standing up for product quality, or incomplete attachment to honesty, your brazen lack of ethics, and your good interpersonal skill. The economy is fair, and you're still at level 5.
Let's go for accounting supervisor, number 4.
You are remembered for consistently following MMC policies, acting in a progressive, decisive manner, and you get the job. You have a cubicle, an electric pencil sharpener, and a personalized stationery, and make
thank God, I had to sharpen my own pencils without a plug.
and you make 44,000 a year. You discover an accounting fraud while preparing for an IRS audit. The details involve Vincent, the president's nephew. Do you tell Jason Parley, the IRS, talk to Vincent, or tell a priest?
Forgive me, Father, this dumbass has sinned. Accounting fraud, I know, is a serious issue. I think job-wise it's going to come back to bite me in the ass, but I think it's important that the government knows this. So I'm going to say tell the IRS.
And take out a full-page advertisement in Business Week as well. The two are about equally discreet. Enraged is a good word to describe Malcolm Farnsworth's state when he finds out. Fired is a good word to describe yours. Obviously, things aren't going your way at MMC Opie. With trepidation, you open the top envelope in your morning mail. Dear Opie, MMC regrets to say that you and MMC must part company. In a less people-oriented company, you would be fired. Cause our disparting include a bunch of shit. Finance will give you an accounting of your worth as you leave MMC. Very truly yours, Malcolm Farnsworth III. So this is your final score. You lose $50,000 from being fired. Hit the road, Jack!
Also, ow, I stubbed my toe.
I think that means more they kicked you in the butt to get you out of here. Alright, well, I kinda expected that could happen. I mean, it was 1982, give them some chance. Well,
I wish I could say this is horribly inaccurate, but then again, I was born 3 years later, so what would I know?
Well, do you want to do another game?
Alright.
Not like
Let's try this again.
Not like anyone else is here yet. Maybe I'll get someone in chat later on. Anyway, start a new career. Do you want to use the same character?
I think Opie is done being the puppet right now. I'll do this one completely fresh.
Alright. Back to the personal. What's your first name?
We'll go for this one, Eizen.
What's your last name?
Even better, I'm going to give it my middle initial, D. Baroniak. Damn it, Ice Twist.
With the last name of D. Baroniak, what part of the country are you from?
Currently where I'm living right now, the Midwest.
MMC does a lot of business. What's your hometown and state?
Let's go for roughly near that area. We'll say Chicago, Illinois.
Growing up in the Midwest, where did you go to college?
I went to a state university.
What's the name of the school?
Hmm.
You don't have to give the real one, by the way.
Uh,
The Marital, Alabama.
we'll say I came from Stable University.
What did you study at Stable University?
I studied in liberal arts.
How did you do in your studies?
I'd say Dean's List.
Did you go to graduate school or had you not enough education about after Stable U?
We'll say attended a good local school.
You are studious. What was the name of that school?
We'll say that school was just for haha sakes, Jumpman U.
What did you study at Jumpman U?
Considering all those pipes you had to go through, I was hoping it'd be engineering.
Alright. With your demanding major, how did you fare?
I'd say graduated with honors.
Schooling is an important qualification, but so is work experience. How many years of prior work experience do you have?
We'll say 5 years.
Saw the sports page, like the giant one. You're a sport enthusiast. What interests you?
Again, since I went to Jumpman U, I'm so ashamed you can't choose multiple answers because the top 2 are staring right at me. We'll go for the next best thing, golf.
I have a few personal questions. I hope you don't mind. How old are you?
We'll use my real age. I am 34.
What is your sex?
Male.
What's your current marital status?
Sad but true, single.
I'm very comfortable about your application to MMC. As to see if I'm on track, how would you describe yourself?
Work before pleasure, but always make time for family and friends.
There's no question, Eizen. You make an impressive applicant. Let's see what entry-level position MMC has available for you. Economy is fair, and you have a number of job level 3 and a job level 2.
Let's go for personnel clerk.
You get a job. 22,000 a year, and all the good stuff that comes with it. A junior accountant Bernard. Oh, we've seen this one already. A junior accountant Bernard comes into your cubicle after work one evening. He blindly offers you $200 for 5 minutes alone with his employee file. What do you want to do?
First of all, eyes twist, screw the jacket. I have a working telephone.
Yep.
Oh, in that case, he's offering me a terrible bribe, and obviously up to no good. I'm going to deny him that.
So, no?
We'll go for number 3.
Bernard relates your family ancestry to toaster oven and offer other lower life forms. The next day he stops by with a small kitchen appliance and a sarcastic thank you. During,
Joke's on him. I forgot to make breakfast today.
during standard preparation of employee W2 forms, you discover the personal manager's nephew, Oscar, earns twice the normal rate for an accounts receivable clerk. What do?
At this point, it's a problem, but it can't be helped. Ignore it for now.
That's life, and salary figures are supposed to be confidential. You contemplate a plan to get adopted by Jason Parley, the Senior Vice President of Finance and Administration. Oscar invites you for drinks after work with his uncle Simon and the Vice President of Finance, Gary Hoffman. Accept or decline?
Accepted.
Good choice if you have good personal relationship with these fellow employees, because the commodities and career future is very optimistically. You did a good job. You'll be remembered for impeccable honesty. You're staying out of office politics. You're good interpersonal skill and arty socializing. The economy is fair, and you have some job level 4.
Let's go for marketing assistant.
You get the job. You have 2-week vacation, your own desk, an official MMC jacket, and travel and entertainment allowance.
But no working telephone.
Sam Danger, the Vice President of Marketing, asks you to see a client on your vacation to Des Moines to visit your in-laws. Your response, sure, there's nothing to do in Iowa. Yes, but don't do it. Cancel vacation or ask company to subsidize travel costs. Yep, Sam Danger.
Nowhere near as good as Max Powers, but that's pretty damn close. We'll ask the company to subsidize the traveling.
MMC agrees, but puts you under great work obligation that obligations that anticipated. Even worse, you have to stay in Des Moines an additional 2 days. You hurry from the building to your car in order to get a special delivery package to the post office before it closes. In the company parking is a well-dressed man asks you to help start his Mercedes. Do you decline or help him?
It says a special delivery package. It didn't specify what it was. But I'd say for now, since we're not getting greater details, maybe it'll come back to bite me in the ass, but I don't care. I'm a good person. Let's help the man out.
The gentleman turns out to be Dudley Farnsworth, the leader of a stockholder revolt against the MMC's shakingly entrenched board and president. As a way of thanking you and perhaps getting information, Dudley invites you to a party.
Again, since he's an important person, it'd be offensive to turn down the offer. Let's go for it.
At the party, you are bombarded with questions about MMC's management and job offers to work with the adversary group. Do you give information but don't join? Give information and join? Or decline information and the invitation to join?
For now, let's decline both the info and invitation.
You are perceived as the enemy and are lucky to get a second drink. The Vice President of Sales, Red Turner, invites you to spend an afternoon drinking with clients the same day your monthly report is due. Do you accept, decline, or try to meet up with them later?
Well, monthly reports are important, but at the same time, the vice president of sales is telling me to do so. Let's see probably not going to work. Let's see if I can try and quickly get my work done and then join up with it later.
So you want to go with number 3?
So number 3.
You show up at the prearranged restaurant, but Red has decided to dine elsewhere. You have shown friendliness and good intention, but $15 is a lot for 2 beers and a bowl of pretzel. You did a good job. You'll be remembered for your aggressive go-getter approach, remaining loyal to management, and having the discipline to finish work before playing. The economy is expanding. You have a field job level 5 available to you.
Let's go for production foreman.
You're remembered for a good thing. And you get the job. 37,000 per year, a cubicle, a working telephone, and a matching furniture.
Not worth it.
You must choose a shop floor management style in your new position as production foreman. Are you tough? Theory Z, the Japanese management style, firm but fair, or remove, managed by the members.
I think I'm kind of the tough-loving dad, so stickler for the rules, but calm down when necessary. So I'll go for the firm yet fair option.
You are liked for your consistency, respect for your performance, appreciated for your result, and morale is high. Smooth water makes for the best sailing. You get an employee grievance from Pamela, an attractive assembler who files a sexual harassment complaint. You take Pamela out to dinner to discuss the problem, hold a grievance meeting, or refer to the personal department.
Before we move on, I should mention, whether this was back in the 80s or not, this is definitely a delicate topic we're going after. Just getting that out.
Yep, even in 82.
So with that said, I am going to hold a grievance meeting.
Direct action straight to the heart of the matter. Pamela is satisfied, the guilty party are chastised, and we squash a potential lawsuit. Have a cigar!
Thanks, but I don't smoke.
Pamela, a usually reliable employee, is injured while horsing around on the production line. She is due for promotion this year. If she acquires enough duty days, you recommend that she not be promoted, keep the circumstance secret and promote her, or punish the entire shift.
Yeah, she fucked up this one thing. Everyone must be punished! But yeah, if she was horsing around and it's her own damn fault, then it's highly recommended that she not be promoted.
Pamela tries to return quickly, but cannot. She threatens to sue for discriminatory practice. You suggest this is the tired tone, and that Pamela find another place to sing. You did an average job. You'll be remembered for supporting and having faith in your people, positive management style, open manner to addressing problem, and a bureaucratic approach to problem solving. Economy is fair, and you're still at level 5.
What? And let's go for the assistant product manager.
You're remembered for a bunch of good things, and you get the job. 38,000 per year, a cubicle, management workshop, and a personalized stationery.
Ouch, no jacket or phone.
At a little-known cafe, you see your counterpart at MMC's main competitor, Behemoth System, having lunch with a Nippon Central employee. They leave hurriedly before you can say hello, forgetting a binder which turns out to be Behemoth's marketing plan for the coming year. Do you return the binder, give it to your supervisor, hold it for your own use, or try to sell the information?
Well, it's a shame that I have to play a little dirty here, but if the goal about this game is to climb higher ups and win the respect of my company, let's give it to our supervisors, see if they can find any use for it.
Your effort to maximize company benefit while minimizing your personal opportunities is noted by the Senior Vice President of Marketing, B.T. Barnum. You gain a reputation as an ace undercover agent and receive a gift certificate to Burberry's.
Yay, I got a certificate for Burberry's.
You discover...
Fuck's Burberry's.
Probably an old restaurant that no longer exists. You discover a salesman is receiving kickbacks from your largest customer, Analog Concerns. The information comes in from an anonymous letter. You failed to find the author, but the contents are verified. Do you replace the salesman, ask for a cut, or ignore the situation?
I think it would be best to replace the salesman, even though it's one of our biggest customers.
You establish a clear moral tone which proved very unpopular with the sales department. In a tense confrontation, you cite God, America, and Malcolm Farnsworth III. Malcolm Farnsworth III is the winning argument. You are asked by Sigmund, the group product manager, to assemble a marketing technology report you suspect is to be sold to Nippon Central. You refuse, comply, offer to take him to a sushi bar, or try to go directly to Nippon Central.
The Horsemen of America, Eizen and Pan,
Oh,
2024. Let's see. Let's comply with this.
Alright, just a moment. No, don't do that. Why are you doing that? Ah! Alright, anyways, you said comply, right?
Yeah.
Yours is not to reason why. Yours is just to report and die. When the purchase is shown to be an FBI undercover operation, the Japanese conspirator flee to the safety of Tokyo, so Sigmund becomes the focal point of the investigation. You are indicted as an accomplice and start reading about the Birdman of Alcatraz. You did an average job. You will be remembered for good relations with B.D. Barnum, impeccable honesty, and providing ineffective solutions to problems. The economy is depressed, and you're still at level 5.
We'll go for accounting supervisor.
You're remembered for good things, and you get the job. Not really much has changed. You get the electric pencil sharpener again.
At least I got that, though.
You discover an accounting fraud while preparing for an IRS audit. The detail involves Vincent, the president's nephew. Do you tell Jason Parley, the IRS, Vincent, or tell a priest?
Well, we know what happened with the IRS. Let's... Well, it is his IRS audit. We might as well inform Vincent about this.
You want to talk to Vincent?
Number 3.
You talk Vincent into paying back his loan. You are temporarily adopted by Malcolm Farnsworth and feel like hair for a day. Jason Parley, the Senior Vice President of Finance and Administration, and his staff are having a meeting with the Executive Vice President Brooks DuPont. Red Turner, the Vice President of Cell, calls you and demands an immediate invoice approval for Dynamic Industries requiring Jason's signature. Do you say that's impossible, refuse Red's call, forge the signature, or interrupt the meeting? I don't do punt.
I don't punt.
uh, hmm. Let's refuse to call.
Red is a man of action who believes in an eye for an eye. Expect later consequence which may transform you into a later day Vincent Van Gogh. Your chief rival, Bernard, is accused of damaging computer file. You suddenly realize it is because he used an European rather than American dating system. The days have been mistaken for months. Do you tell Bernard? Carrie Hoffman, the vice president? Say nothing, or find the file and erase them.
Also, Red Turner, totally not the twin brother of Ted Turner. Totally not. Let's tell the vice president about this. Number 2.
Carrie thinks your idea is the stupidest thing he's ever heard, even when you turn out to be right. Bernard invites you to toast Gary at the local bar afterward. You buy the first round. You did a poor job. You got good interpersonal skill, pleased Markham Farnsworth, ran away from problem, angered Jack Stark and Red Turner, aggressively seeking top management exposure. Your economy is fair, but you're down to level 4.
Yeesh. Let's go for trainee financial assistant or analyst.
You're remembered for a bunch of good things, and you get the job. However, your salary went down. Hey, but you have a Malcolm Farnsworth picture. Oh my god!
Woo!
Pat Ivers, a college classmate, recommends buying out Mel Design Co. based on private information about a breakthrough in circuit development. You recommend acquiring Mel, let the opportunity pass, or explore it further?
Do I jump in blindly? Do I pass by it blindly or investigate it? Let's investigate.
Spoken like someone investing their own money. A good strategy, but eventually you must return to the option board and make another decision. So you have the same choices.
And they're saying it's my money. It's my money and I want it now. When did this suddenly turn into a JG Wentworth commercial? Something about this doesn't seem right. I'll let it pass by.
Forget about attending the next class reunion, especially when Mel Design turns out to be a real gem. Pat is not likely to continue as your jeweler. Carrie Hoffman, the Vice President of Finance, recommends against the acquisition of Mel Design Co. despite expert analysis reports to the contrary. Do you approach and question Carrie Hoffman in private? Explore it further? I have the research company sends report to the Senior Vice President of Finance, Jason Parley.
Let's send the reports. Number 3.
You're called into a meeting with an irate Jason Parley and a smoldering Carrie Hoffman. You invoke a little-known MMC codicil. Financial analyst trainees are to be seen, not heard. Alain Pencer, the editor of Circuit News Monthly, a key trade publication, asks for financial help. You have inside information that MMC is going to acquire the Mel Design Co. Do you tell Alain, make a stock purchase for him, or look for other alternatives?
Why don't we make a stock purchase. Number 2.
Welcome to the world of collusion. You'll have an opportunity to meet all sorts of interesting people, like federal investigators, when your maneuvers are discovered. Obviously, things aren't going your way at MMC Eizen. With trepidation, you open the top envelope. MMC regrets to say that you and MMC must part company. You got canned.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. You did get a somewhat better score than Opie, but still. Hit the road.
I'm so mad at this 3D block, I'm gonna kick it and instantly hurt my big toe.
Alright, you wanna try again?
I could go for another round, though. I'm wondering if Ice Twist wants to take a round at this first.
Yeah, sure. Do you wanna try this, Ice Twister? It's gonna be a little more difficult since you're in chat, but you know. Alright. Alright, so let's go for an initial interview. What shall be your first name? Oh boy, this is starting well. Dick, a good name! What's your last name? Yeah, right. With the last name of Sheamus, what part of the country are you from? You can just tell me a number for these ones. 3. What's your hometown and state?
Don't worry. Once the VOD is uploaded on YouTube, be sure to talk amongst yourselves.
I don't actually know the letters for Mississippi, though.
Where did I... Oh, there's my cell phone.
Okay, MS. Whatever. Where did you go to college? What's the name of the college? Oh god.
Oh, good lord. No wonder it's from the South. Most likely the Deep South.
What did you study at Final Fantasy 13 Tech School? Oh boy. How did you do in your study?
I believe at that tech school they called them husbandos.
Scored all the time. Did you go to graduate school or had you had enough education after Final Fantasy 13 Tech School? Oh god. I can't take that seriously at all. Ranked University. What's the name of the graduate school? Oh my god. Ah, damn it! Ah!
Swear to God, if it asks for a fraternity name and you mention Lightning Strikes Back, I think I'm just gonna ignore your answers.
Oh, whatever. So what did you study at Final Fantasy 13 2 Tech School?
No, I think it's supposed to be Final Fantasy 13 2 Tech School.
Alright, undergrad anatomy. With your demanding major, how did you fare? None of the above. Schooling is important, but so is work experience. How many years of prior work experience do you have? If you're a sport enthusiast, what interests you? Armchair quarterbacking. How old are you? I think it's between 18 and, okay, 34. What is your sex?
I wonder if he's trying to tell us 3.
So you want to go with 3?
Sir.
You had better decide in a hurry or this interview is over. We all appreciate a sense of humor, but there are limits. It just goes to show that this is from 82. So you have to choose between male and female.
Fine. Can there be an option 4 that says I'm technically male, but I see myself as a female, or vice versa? Is that an option?
Not in 82. What is your current marital status? Alright, so divorced. After all this talk, I'm feeling very comfortable about your application. As to see if I'm on track, how would you describe yourself? Work is a hobby. No question, you make an impressive applicant. Let's see what entry-level position MMC might have available for you. Economy is fair, and you have actually a bunch of job level 3. Which one do you want?
I think you're gonna fit in well here, Richard. Please, call me Dick. Everyone does.
Alright, so you want to go with number 3? Alright. You get the job. 22,000 per year, your own desk, 2 weeks vacation, an MMC medical plan, and an MMC keychain.
Sweet. Gotta love that keychain.
Rumor of a temporary work slowdown is concurrently with an offer from the Assembler Union Local to become an organizer. Management has made a strong stand against union organization, but layoffs are fueling the membership drive. You take the union offer to protect your job or decline? So 1 or 2. Alright. You increase security at your present level while antagonizing management. Advancement will be more difficult. You consider Jimmy off his career and take a low-profile organizer approach. Management reacts negatively into your union involvement. They pressure you on performance and productivity. Do you mollify them, have a militant state, or ignore management? You refuse to be pushed and use your influence to protect your position. Unfortunately, you will not be on the top of the list for advances at MMC. Management members start muttering, Why do you think they call it the Soviet Union? Sylvia Plath, a continuing education teacher, wants you to publish a somewhat candid paper on working condition at MMC in the local paper, the Evening Gazette. You agree? Decline? Ask for the company permission? Or use a pen name? Let's not get carried away. It's only the Evening Gazette. Besides, Doomsbury takes the real political heat. You did a poor job. You act counter to management's union policy. You alienated Doug McCarter and Frank Herman, and your overly cautious decision making. The economy is fair, and you went down to level 2. So number 3 again. Okay. Unfortunately, you are remembered for your poor prior performance in this department, and you were outed by a better qualified candidate. So now you only have 5 job options available. This is what happens when you do too much of a poor job. Alright. You get the job. Only 19,000 per year. But you do have your own desk, an MMC medical plan, a 1-week vacation, a Malcolm Farnsworth picture, and an official MMC jacket.
Because we all know work can't progress well unless you have a picture of Professor Farnsworth there.
Bernard, a driver in your carpool, is late 4 days in a row during a crucial period of the M&M3 microcomputer launch. You resolve to get out of the carpool, give Bernard a new alarm clock, or continue arriving late. Alright. People are late, not alarm clocks. We can't read the time if he can't read the time if his eyes are closed. Your work group asks you to contribute to Carrie Hoffman's birthday gift, a Korogo hanging from West Africa. Just by coincidence, you have already purchased the same gift for Carrie. What do? You pay and hold your gift, pay and give your gift, refuse to pay and give your gift. You've lost some money, but maintained friendship at work. The cloth looks funny in your home, so you make it into a beach blanket. Bucky Carter, MMC's leading salesperson, invites you on a 3-day weekend to a posh ski resort. Do you skip 1 day of work? Yes or no? Alright, so I'm guessing yes then. Alright. Acceptable to call in sick if you corrected your tardiness problem. If you return with frostbite or broken leg, your illness may only be starting. You did an average job. You provided an effective solution to problem, good interpersonal skill, team player instinct, good work Bucky Carter says about you. The economy is expanding, however, and you actually get access to a job level 3. And while you decide this, I actually have a little emergency, so I will be right back while you decide.
Uh-oh. So people watching this on YouTube, leave a comment down below. How's your life been doing? Has it been dragging you down too much? Yes, we are currently in the Discord channel right now. I see. That could be kind of an issue there.
Alright, excuse the gloom. I have returned.
Duh.
Alright, so accounts receivable. Alright. You'll remember for good things, and you actually get the job.
Huzzah!
You're going back home! 24,000 per
jacket.
year. You got the jacket and a working telephone. Oh, God!
Living the high life, baby.
Oh, oops, sorry. God, where's my mouse? I forgot. DOSBox, does, keep the mouse in check. Anyways, there we go. Alright, but yeah, you got the jacket. Take BRB shoes. Alright. You're under pressure to complete M&M 3 accounts receivable within the hour when your calculator battery goes dead. You borrow a friend's calculator, run to the dark store for new batteries, or do it by hand. Okay. A short concentrated default falls short and cause serious problem with accuracy. As a side effect, you develop terminal writer's cramp and look like Dr. Strangelove for a week. You take the only existing copies of the M&M 3 accounts receivable listing home. They are stolen from your car while you are buying calculator batteries at the mini-mart. You try to reconstruct them without telling anyone, report to Carrie Hoffman, ask customers for information, or pretend they never existed.
Oh, jeez.
Carrie Hoffman suggests you take a sanity test when he hears this excuse. Because MMC does not recognize the insanity plea, Carrie is forced to fire you. Obviously, things aren't going your way at MMC, dick. With the reputation, you open the top envelope to your morning mail. And, yeah, you're fired for a bunch of shit. A lot of bad shit.
So let's just look at this, review what's going on right now. In a less people-oriented company, you would be fired. Scroll back to a few seconds ago, he fires you.
Yeah, I mean, this time you were
fired.
You were fired by Carrie Hoffman, but that's the letter from the president who says, "Oh, well, you just part company." And you did less money than everyone else so far. Alright, hit the road. So far, no one has made it past level 5. Oh, goodness. And unfortunately, there's no one else, so, who wants to go through the executive suite next?
Guess if no one else is here, I may as well jump in.
Alright.
once more.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to redo the initial interview because, yeah.
Yeah.
It only keeps one in memory. So, first name.
Hmm. We'll say my name is Samuel.
Oh boy. Samuel. Last name. I have a feeling I might know where this is going.
Probably not the way you're thinking it. We'll say ass shit.
That is indeed not what I was thinking, but anyways, with the last name of Ash, shit, what the part of the country are you from?
Just so we clear a bit of air, what did you think I was gonna put down?
L. Jackson?
Oh. Let's say with a name like ass shit, I have to come from the deep south.
What is your hometown and state?
Hmm.
Thank you, Zaichin, for the resub for 6 months. Thank you so much.
Nice. I remember that song too. Let's see. Name is Samuel Ass Shit. Same ass shit, rather. I came from the hometown and state of Mundane Lamesville.
What state?
Texas. I don't even know anymore.
Growing up in the South, where did you go to college?
I went to a city college.
What was the name of it?
Sheriff Tech.
What did you study at Sheriff Tech?
We'll say engineering. I also are going to work the electrical chair.
What did you do in your studies?
I was so great at the electrical chair, I scored all the time.
Alright. Did you go to graduate school, or had you had enough education after Sheriff Tech?
Funny thing, much like since the Weird Al thing was brought up earlier, I'm technically a dumbass here, yet when I forgot about school and toured Europe, they said I was a genius in France, so we'll say number 2.
Alright. Schooling is important, but so is work experience. How many years of prior experience do we have?
I've done my job for many, many years. All 2 of them.
I saw the sports that the Giants won. If you're a sport enthusiast, what interests you?
Well, obviously, tennis is the best sport because you keep whacking at balls.
Alright. Well, how old are you?
I am currently, wait, what was 2 times 2 again? Oh yeah, 22.
Alright. What is your sex? I just noticed what you just said.
You know, we haven't taken this approach yet. Let's say female.
Alright. What's your current marital status?
Divorced.
After all this talk, I'm feeling very comfortable. Let's see if I'm on track. How would you describe yourself?
Well, I mentioned I was a technician. I love to make things work.
No question, Samuel. Wait, I just noticed. Samuel, you're female. Okay, you make an impressive applicant. Let's see what entry level position MMC might have available for you. Unfortunately, the economy is depressed. You have a bunch of job level 2.
Typical women in a work environment. We'll say assembler. Numeral 3.
You got the job. 18,000 a year, your own desk, an MMC medical plan, and a 1-week vacation. Samuel, shit. You're assigned to an online production crew doing a very boring wiring job. In this position, do you concentrate on your work, getting another position, or the people around you?
Let's focus on the people around me.
You're very friendly, well-liked, but not headed for promotion until your work habits improve. Better to have the boards wired than your personality. You discover a
your stats.
You discover a cost-saving wiring technique in your assembly job. A quick estimate indicates possible saving of 10% per unit. You tell Frank Herman, the other workers, or no one, but use your new technique anyway.
Let's propose this to the VP. Number 1.
You've chosen the best course to change assembly policy. The astuteness is noted by Frank, although he never actually admits an assembler improved productivity. An engineer, Bryden Starr, asks you to assemble toy rocket ship he designed for his son. You are discovered working on a project by Frank Herman. You blame the engineer, offer to make one for Frank Herman's son too, or go into the toy business.
Oh man, I can't believe I was discovered by Frank Herman. Who the hell is Frank Herman? Let's offer to make one for his son too.
Don't take the issue too lightly, but indicate you did not think a life and death matter when you started. Frank declines the rocket ship. Don't toy with me again, he adds as a parting blast. You did a good job. You'll be remembered for already socializing, befriending Doug McCarter and Frank Herman, and your cost-effective solution. The economy is fair, and you got a bunch of level 3 available.
We're doing well in engineering. Why stop the train now? Engineer in training.
You get the job. 23,000 per year. Your own desk, 2-week vacation, MMC medical plan, and an MMC keychain!
Sweet! Maybe then I'll earn my Keyblade degree.
As a new engineer, you are subject to the whims of an unorganized project manager. A last-minute assignment conflicts with a special seminar MMC has enrolled you in. Your project manager, Harriet Mance, tells you to handle the situation. What do? Do you delay the work, skip the seminar, or take the work to the seminar?
Well, if they want me to do the seminar, hopefully the work can be delayed a little bit. Let's go for number 1.
Your delay causes a crisis at work and alienates Harriet. Harriet threatens to tie you to an apron string so you won't get lost again. You have the chance to carpool with 3 top engineers residing in your new neighborhood. Everyone drives once a week a month. You own a 2-seat English sports car. You may choose to buy a new car, offer to pay for gas, decline a carpool, or suggest a car convoy.
this. So just a car convoy.
They agree. You in your car, they in a second car. You miss valuable context, and they turn off to work while studying your rearview mirror. With time, you have become a valued engineer trainee. You are requested to select an engineering team to work with on the M&M3 project. Do you go with the best, the worst, or work alone?
This is a tough project. Not sure how we're gonna handle this situation. Let's get our top team on this. Oh, wait, they're all on vacation. Damn. Let's go for the next best team. Oh wait, they're sick with the flu. Who's left? Lily, the worst team. Well, fuck.
So
Guess what we'll have to do.
so
Let's go for worst engineers, baby. Don't care about consequences.
In the land of the blind, the one-eyed engineer is a star. Your promotion advance parallels Ellie's comment. Unfortunately, you don't understand the thing the elite engineer group is discussing. You did a poor job. You remember they're neglecting responsibilities, providing ineffective solutions to problems, and your narrow perspective. The economy is fair, and you're back down to level 2.
Let's go for the accounts payable clerk. 3.
Unfortunately, you're remembered for a bad thing. You're also remembered for a good thing, but you still got the job. But you do much less than you used to. You do have a jacket now, and a Markham Farnsworth picture. That's about it. Bernard, a driver in your carpool, is late 4 days in a row during a crucial period of the M&M3 microcomputer launch. What do you do? We've seen this one before.
So let's try number 1.
Good strategy, but bad execution. You tell Bernard on his day to drive. It takes 3 hours to walk home. Your work group asks you to contribute to Gary Hoffman's birthday gift, a Korogo hanging from the West Africa. Just by coincidence, you have already purchased the same gift for Gary. What do you do?
Let's go with number 1.
You've lost some money, but maintain friendship. The clothes looks funny in your home, so make it into a beach blanket. Bucky Carter, MMC's leading person, invites you on a 3-day weekend to Bush Ski Resort. You skip 1 day of work for that.
I'm already in deep shit as it is. We'll pass on that.
Bucky asks if you eat a lot of quiche when you claim an allergy to duck down as an excuse. Don't take Bucky to a Mandarin restaurant for lunch. You did a good job. You'll be remembered for pragmatic decision making, good interpersonal skill, team player instinct, rubbing Bucky Carter the wrong way, and having the discipline to finish work before playing. Economy is fair, you're back to level 3.
Hey. Let's become that skilled assembler we always wanted to be.
Unfortunately, you're remembered for providing ineffective solutions to problems, narrow perspective. You're remembered for team player instinct, but you got out-qualified. So you have 3 other choices.
And let's go for the customer service clerk.
Unfortunately, you remember for a bunch of bad things. You're also the interpersonal skill, and you're overqualified by someone else.
We should turn this into a catchphrase. Samuel is going through the same ass shit. Personnel clerk.
Unfortunately, you're all remembered for a bad thing. And you got overqualified by someone else.
Same ass shit. We'll try the last level 3-1.
Fortunately, you remember for a bunch of good things. And you got it this time. 25,000 per year, your own desk, 2-week vacation, working telephone, and official MMC jacket. You're under pressure to complete MM3's account receivable within the hour when your calculator batteries go dead. You borrow a friend's calculator, run to the drugstore for new batteries, or do it by hand?
Psst, hey, buddy. Yeah, are you using that calculator? Mind if I borrow it for a bit?
Do you want to borrow the calculator?
Yeah, we'll go for number one.
You display a sense of priorities, if not much sense of equipment maintenance. Bernard lends you his calculator for a price, 10 cents per minute. To say thanks to you, you buy Bernard dinner at McDonald's.
Thankfully, it was a quick problem, so he's getting some from the dollar menu.
You take the only existing copies of the MM3 accounts receivable listing home. They are stolen from your car where you're borrowing calculator batteries at the Minimart. You try to instruct them without telling anyone? Report that to Carrie Hoffman, ask the customer for information, or pretend they never existed.
Well, if they were stolen, I would hope Carrie Hoffman will understand. Let's report this to him.
You receive plenty of criticism, but MMC's resource facilitate accurate reconstruction. Carrie Hoffman as the Xerox salesman stop by your office on his next visit. You learn that your department is to be computerized. What will you do? Will you learn to use the computer, apply for another position, or go on welfare?
Wait, you mean the whole hunt and peck method won't help me advance when I'm using computers? Oh shit, man. That's gonna take me forever to finish that off. Then again, we need to learn some new shit. Let's learn to use said computer.
Right? You show excellent motivation. Carrie Hoffman jokes that computers don't need batteries. You can add BASIC and Pascal to the language on your resume. You did a good job. You'll be remembered for pragmatic decision making, open manner to addressing problem, acting in a progressive and decisive manner, and your aggressive go-getter approach. And the economy is expanding! Which means you have a bunch of level 4 jobs available.
Let's go for the trainee financial analysis, numeral 3.
Fortunately, you remember for a bunch of good stuff. You all remember for one bad thing, but you still get the job. You have 32,000 per year, your own desk, 2 weeks vacation, access to a Watts line, and a Malcolm Farnsworth picture. Pat Ivers, a college classmate, recommends buying out Meld Design Co. based on private information about a breakthrough in circuit development. Do you recommend acquiring Meld, let the opportunity pass, or explore it further? We've had this situation before.
Yeah, and if memory serves, I accepted that. Let's let that opportunity pass.
Forget about attending the next class reunion, especially when Mel turns out to be a real gem. Pat is not likely to continue as your jeweler. I think you chose that same decision last time.
It only dawned on me afterwards.
Carrie Hoffman, the Vice President of Finance, recommends against the acquisition of Mel Design Co., despite expert analysis report to the contrary. Do you approach and question Carrie Hoffman in private, explore it further, or have the research company send the reports?
Let's explore it a bit further.
Unfortunately, further exploration becomes a delay, which opens the door for Behemoth System, MMC's main competitor. The new Meld owner must survive a bidding war. Alain Pencer, the editor of Circuit News Monthly, a key trade publication, asks for financial help. You have inside information that MMC is going to acquire the Meld Design Co. You tell Alain, make a stock purchase for him, or look for other alternatives.
Well, I do remember that I made the purchase, and that cost me, so let's see if we can look for other alternatives.
As it turns out, what Alain really needs is a good accountant, not a good stock tip. You arrange his finances, and Alain agrees to favorably interview Malcolm Farnsworth III, MMC's president. You did a good job. You will be remembered for missing promising opportunities, good interpersonal skill, and good judgment. Economy's fair, but you have access to job level 5s.
A whole bunch of them. We gotta go for that engineering plot, baby.
Unfortunately, you remember for a lot of bad stuff, you'll remember for a few good things, but you got overqualified by someone else.
Production foreman.
You'll remember for a bunch of good things, and you get the job. 40,000 per year, a cubicle, a working telephone, and matching furniture.
God, I got a working telephone.
You must choose a shop floor management style in your new position at production foreman. You choose stuff, Theory Z, firm but fair, or removed.
I remember this one. Firm yet fair.
Your like for your consistency, respect for your performance, appreciated for your result, and moral design. Smooth Waters makes for the best selling. You get an employee grievance from Pamela, an attractive assembler who files a sexual harassment complaint. You take her out for dinner and discuss the problem, hold a grievance meeting, or defer to personal.
Let's defer to the personnel department.
Joyce Stern, Vice President of Administration, is very grateful to have your problem added to her workload. She promises to tell Frank Herman just how grateful she really is.
I get the feeling she's saying that in her sarcastic tone.
Pamela, a usually reliable employee, is injured while horsing around the production line. She's due for a promotion this year if she acquires enough duty days.
Again, she was horsing around, so recommends she not be promoted.
Tries to return quickly but cannot. She threatens to sue. She says this is a tired tune. You did a poor job. You remember for supporting and having faith, positive management, neglecting responsibility, putting off the powerful Joyce Stern, and a bureaucratic approach to problem solving. The economy is depressed. You're back down from 5 to 3.
Well, I'm such a skilled assembler, we gotta go for that.
Fortunately, you remember for a bunch of good things, a few bad things, but you got the job. You're back down $12,000 from your previous salary.
So a keychain.
Oh, hey, you have the keychain. Oh my god. Rumor of a temporary work slowdown hits concurrently with an offer from the Assembler Union local to become an organizer. Management has made a strong stand against union organization, but layoffs are fueling the membership drive. You take the union offer or decline the union offer?
Tempting offer, but I'm afraid I'll have to decline.
You decline joining the union, which meets with management approval. In a private meeting, Brooks DuPont, the executive vice president, promised you job security as a reward for your loyalty. Now you can afford to clean the egg of your car. The union drive becomes more active. You're pressured to join by your coworkers and the economic climate. Do you join or still not join?
Still not join.
You risk security, but have pleased management. Hope they invite you to lunch because the union members won't. Sylvia Platt, a continuing education teacher, wants you to publish a somewhat candid paper on working condition at MMC in the local paper, the Evening Gazette. Do you agree, decline, ask for the permission, or use a pen name?
We better ask the company for permission.
Frank Herman says no. Your literary career will have to begin elsewhere. You did a good job. You'll be remembered for your independence. The economy is fair, and there's some job level 4s available.
Let's go for the bottom of 4, which is senior accounting.
Alright. You're remembered for good interpersonal skill, and you get the job. 35,000 a year, your own desk, 2-week vacation, and an MMC medical plan.
Aw, damn. Misplaced my keychain somewhere.
Bucky Carter, MMC's heading salesman, is on a roll. He returns from Dynamic Industry with an offer that puts the M&M3 line into the black. While processing the paperwork, you know Dynamic is already extended beyond their credit limit. You recommend the approval, report to Carrie Hoffman, or recommend psychiatric counseling for Bucky.
Can't remember if what I did was a good or bad thing. Let's report this. Number 2.
Carrie wants to know how Dynamic got so far behind in payment. Dark sunglasses won't shield you from Carrie's glare. You must ask Bucky to speak with Dynamic Industries. Joshua Cullen, the president of Mel Design Co., a vendor, asks you to speed up payment on his invoice. You do it, ask Carrie Hoffman, or don't do it.
Let's ask Carrie about this.
You demonstrate wise caution. It seems MMC wants to acquire Meld and is putting financial pressure on Joshua Cullen. You avoid his phone calls for the rest of the week. Bucky Carter asks for an $8,000 advance against commission for the Dynamic Industries sale. You know the sale has only a 50% chance of completion. You defer to supervisor, refuse or approve.
Let us defer to our supervisor.
Carrie Hoffman says treat it like your own money was involved. Normally you'd invest in Swiss bond, but Bucky was a defensive tackle in your college. You pull a strategic play by sending him straight to the quarterback, Carrie. You did a good job. You'll be remembered for your open manner of addressing problem and consistently following MMC's policies. The economy is fair, and you're back to level 5.
Let's go for product manager, number 1.
You are remembered for a bunch of good things, and you get the job. $44,000 a year, a cubicle, management workshop, and a personal stationery. At a little known cafe, you see your counterpart and MMC's main competitor, Behemoth System, having lunch with a Nippon Central employee. They leave hurriedly before you can say hello, forgetting a binder which turned out to be Behemoth's marketing plan for the coming year. You return the binder, give it to your supervisor, hold it for your own use, or try to sell the information.
Let's give this to our supervisor.
Your effort to maximize company benefit while minimizing your personal opportunity is noted by the Senior Vice President of Marketing, P.T. Barnum. You gain a reputation as an ace undercover agent and receive a gift certificate to Burberry's.
Wow, thanks for the gift card. Hey, this expired last month.
You discover a salesman is receiving kickbacks from your largest customer, Analog's Concern. The information comes in an anonymous letter. You fail to find the author, but the contents are verified. You replace, ask for a cut, or ignore the situation.
Let's ignore for now.
Well, sales and profits are up. Managerial effectiveness is often determined by what you don't do as well as what you do. You're asked by Sigmund, the group product manager, to assemble a marketing technology report which suspect is to be sold to Nippon Central. You refuse, comply, offer to take him to a sushi bar, or try to go directly to Nippon Central.
Well, I know we tried too, and that definitely got us in hot water. Let's try to bring this directly to Nippon Central.
The yen is down. Reconsider your other options after being rebuffed. You're back to the same options.
So, in that case, just refuse.
Nippon Central will probably get the information from somewhere else, but at least you won't be obligated to name one of the children Satoshi or Irada. You did a poor job. You'll be remembered for your good relation with B.D. Barnum, running away from problem, rather than lack of ethics, but your good judgment. Economy is expanding, but you're back down to level 4 again.
Marketing assistant.
Unfortunately, you're remembered for poor performance in this department. You are remembered for consistently following MMC policies, but you got overpassed.
So we'll go for the last number 4 option, salesman.
Unfortunately, you're remembered for rubbing Bucky Carter the wrong way, your narrow perspective. You are, however, remembered for aggressive go-getter approach, having the discipline to finish work before playing, and you actually get the job of salesman. 38,000 per year, 2 weeks vacation, travel and entertainment allowance, access to Watlines. The regional sales manager, Jack Starks, arranged your lunch with 3 key clients: Alan Greenbuck from Analog Concerns, Derek Clayton from Superior Electronics, Andrew Gravy from Dynamic Industries. Returning to the office, you report on lunch to Jack Stark. Your car allowance is upgraded. You can choose from a Buick, Cadillac, or Mercedes.
Let's go for the Mercedes.
Now we're getting extravagant. Conversation with clients start naturally over car repair bills and MMC's profit margins. You get a call from your old friend Derek Clayton about a major order. He wants to see you in half an hour. Jack Stark is out. The executive forgot to take Derek's company or phone number. What is Derek's company name? Superior Electronics, Dynamic Industries, or Analog Concerns?
Now, I did a poor job remembering this the last time. Hopefully I remember it this time. He seems like a superior person. Maybe it's Superior Electronics.
You have saved the situation with your finely tuned memory, good salesperson instincts. Proceed with your call. On the way to your sales call, you doze off and bump into a stopped delivery truck. The truck isn't damaged. However, steam seems to pour out of the front of your car. Do you continue on the sales call or pull in and get car repairs?
I get the feeling that a car repair will be needed in the future, but the sales call is probably once in a lifetime thing, so let's finish the sales call.
You just barely sputter into the client's parking lot and leave the car parked on the side of the entrance. Derek is impressed with your punctuality. On the way to lunch, Derek tells the parking attendant to have the smoking junk heap over there towed. You smile, expecting sales commission from Derek to replace the car and more. At lunch, Derek Clayton agrees to the biggest deal in MMC's history, pending immediate availability and shipping information. You call the office to find only a sales trainee around. You decide to have the sales trainee get the information, leave a message for the regional manager to call you with the information, or tell the client there will be a delay.
Well, obviously the trainee can't take this information because it's a trainee. So it's definitely between 2 or 3. Let's see if maybe I can take some of the workload. So let's go for number 2.
Alright. You tell Derek the information is being compiled. You discover a common interest in car repair bills and discuss the subject until the regional sales manager calls with information. You appear superbly efficient, but a poor selector of automobiles. You actually did a good job. You'll be remembered for extravagant taste when MMC's paying the bill. Having the perfect sales personality, the humor you maintain, even in a crisis, and having good customer relationship. The economy is fair. You're back to level 5 again.
Okay, let's go for compensation supervisor.
You are remembered for a bunch of good stuff, unfortunately also a couple of bad things, but you got the job. 47,000 per year, a cubicle, matching furniture, and a personal stationery. Frank Herman, the Vice President of Manufacturing, asks you to give a higher than normal salary to a special recruit, Bright and Star. Do you grant the higher salary or stick to established compensation table?
Well, since it's the vice president, maybe it'll get me in hot water afterwards, but for now, let's just smile and nod, grant the higher salary.
You get a good reputation with line people. You have the judgment to be flexible on company policy when it's in MMC's best interest. You hope Frank returns the favor when you want to transfer into manufacturing. MMC is under heavy pressure from women employees when about compensation structure. Joyce Stern, the Vice President of Administration, asks you to manipulate the figures to indicate that women receive equal pay. Your research indicates differently. Do you manipulate the numbers, report the situation accurately, or ask Jason Parley to intercede?
Even nowadays, this apparently still is a problem.
It is.
I don't know. Let's report the situation accurately.
Joyce Stern is furious with you. The MMC Women's Coalition promised you a higher position under MMC's first woman president. You promise to hold your breath until 2083.
Not even a minute has gone by. I think I'm already dead.
Elena Gray, a close friend, files for a workers' compensation extension when you know she's fully recovered. The application comes through you for approval. Do you approve it, reject it, try to talk some sense into her, or sign someone else's name to the claim?
She may be a good friend, but if she's fully recovered, she doesn't need compensation. But let's see if I can try and talk some sense into her first.
It's a long, tough conversation, killing 2 bottles of wine and a few million brain cells. When Elena finally sobers up, she's forgotten all about her scam. You've done a good job. You'll be remembered for your good judgment, befriending Doug McCarter and Frank Herman, putting off the powerful Joyce Stern, your good interpersonal skill, and your positive management style. The economy is depressed, and you're still at level 5 despite all that.
Account supervisor.
You're remembered for a bunch of good things, and you get the job. 49,000 per year, a cubicle, an electric pencil sharpener, and a personal stationery. You discover an accounting fraud while preparing for an IRS audit. The details involve Vincent, the president's nephew. You tell Jason Parley, the IRS, Vincent, or a priest.
Warn Vincent about this. Numeral 3.
You talk Vincent into paying back his loan. You are temporarily adopted by Malcolm Farnsworth and feel like a hare for a day. Jason Parley, the Senior Vice President of Finance and Administration, and his staff are having a meeting with the Executive Vice President Brooks DuPont. Red Turner, the Vice President of Sales, calls you and demands an immediate invoice approval for Dynamic Industries requiring Jason's signature. Say this is impossible, refuse Red's call, forge the signature, or interrupt the meeting.
I'm gonna say that's impossible. Illogical, even.
So, number one. Red expresses his dissatisfaction with your response by partially defending you, recovering your hearing, and pick another option. You have to do something.
Then let's interrupt the meeting.
Jason's first reaction is to have you shot, but Brooke turns the situation around. Seems he grew Dynamic into a major account and signs the memo himself. Jason notes you are one of his boys as you leave. Despite you being a girl, but whatever. Your chief rival, Bernard, is accused of damaging computer files. You suddenly realize it is because you use a European rather than American dating system. The days have been mistaken for months. You tell Bernard, tell Carrie Hoffman, say nothing, or find the fails and erase them.
Let's tell Bernard about this.
Bernard thanks you with tears in his eyes. Your investment in thought and Kleenex earns you a friend. You did a good job. You'll be remembered for good interpersonal skill, pleasing Malcolm Farnsworth, a bureaucratic approach to problem solving, angering Jack Stark and Red Turner, your good judgment, and your team player instinct. The economy is depressed, but you do have access to a job level 6.
So, we gotta go for that.
Fortunately, you remember for a few good things. There is one bad thing. But you got the job. 61,000 per year. You have a cubicle, a travel and entertainment allowance, life insurance policy, and an electric pencil sharpener. Hooray! You meet and become involved with an IRS researcher while doing a competitive analysis. Only Pat Berkeley is a little different, being the only offspring of the president of Behemoth System, MMC's biggest competitor. Oh god, this is the one thing I would have wished Opie to be here for. Do you marry Pat? Have casual sex? Offer Pat a job at MMC? Pretend you don't know what Behemoth System is? Or become permanently uninvolved?
You know what? Don't care if he shows up or not. I did play as Opie. He had his chance. It's gone by. We're going to offer Pat a job.
You are a subtle and devious employee, earning kudos for cleverness and the Medal of Honor if Pat accepts the job. Your competitive analysis indicates that Behemoth System is planning to purchase the Meld Design Co., a leading MMC supplier. Do you compete for Meld or let Behemoth have Meld?
Well, if they're saying that the Meld is a big part of this company, we got to compete for it.
A seemingly endless bidding war between MMC and Behemoth erupts until an oil glut forces MMC's Houston-based competitor to drop out at the bidding. Still, Joshua Collins, Meld's president, has more smiles than a Cheshire cat. During a standard financial review, liquidity problem appears due to recent acquisition expenditure. Do you tell Kerry Hoffman, president of finance, cover it up, or go to a seminar in Miles, Illinois?
Let's tell Kerry Hoffman about this.
Your standing with Kerry Hoffman rises sharply as you sit through his lecture on conservative fiscal policy, nodding sagely, and more importantly, not yawning. You did a good job! You'll be remembered for resourcefulness, aggressive go-getter approach, and open manner of addressing problem. And the economy is expanding! And you only have job level 7s open to you!
Nothing but 7s. Damn, this girl moving up. Let's go for regional sales.
Unfortunately, you remember for lacking the background for this department and angering Jack Stark and Red Turner, you are remembered for a few good things, but unfortunately due to your prior experience missing, you got overqualified by someone else. Everything else is level 7 though.
Let's go for production manager, number 1.
So, marketing product manager?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you remember for your poor prior performance in this department and running away from problem, but you also remember for a few good things, but that was not enough.
Market research then.
Unfortunately, you're remembered for poor prior performance in this department and narrow perspective. You're remembered for quite a few good things, however, but that was still too much bad things.
Assistant personnel manager? Number 2?
You are remembered for a lot of good things, a few bad things, but you got the job. 80,000 per year. Private office, travel and entertainment allowance, life insurance policy, a Chevy company car, a management workshop, and a matching furniture. You are interviewing Vincent, an applicant highly recommended by Brooks DuPont. During the interview, new information comes to light. Vincent is the president's nephew and was institutionalized for kleptomania. Do you keep the information to yourself? Talk to Brooks DuPont? Recommend that employee newsletter do a special on kleptomaniacs? Or tell Joyce Stern, the vice president of administration?
Well, I think it's important that we let Brooks DuPont know.
So, number 2?
Because, yeah, if stealing's a bad thing, then we can't recommend that.
Brooks DuPont asks when you change your name to Freud. He advised sticking to your job description. He also advises that Vincent be judged on that basis as well. Vincent, an applicant highly recommended by Brooks DuPont, is rejected by Joyce Stern. Brooks DuPont knows you're responsible for this action. Do you ask Joyce to get the record straight, accidentally route Vincent's application to Brooks DuPont's office, or take the rap?
Look, Joyce, we've gone through hard times, but I'm sure we can settle this like straight women, right? Unless, of course, you swing for the other team, in which case, hey, I can play for both teams.
Your request is rejected. Joyce strongly suggests you never mention the matter again. During hectic preparation for a board of directors presentation on hiring procedure, you receive a message that your father has been hospitalized with severe appendicitis. Appendicitis. There we go. Do you make a presentation in record time, go directly to the hospital, or ask to postpone the presentation?
Man, work is harsh.
Yeah, climbing the ladder is rough in 1982.
Well, in order to proceed with this, I have to quote Mr. Burns here. There are 3 things you need to remember in business: family, religion, friendship. These are the 3 demons you must slay in order to succeed in business. So let's make the presentation in record time.
You might survive this tactic if you have a good performance record. On a personal basis, the board would appreciate your concern, as long as you give a good presentation. You did a poor job. You antagonized Brooks DuPont. Your open manner of addressing problems, however, was kinda good. You put off the powerful Joyce Stern again, and not showing compassion for your family. Economy is expanding, but you're back down to level 6.
What? Let's be an assistant to the executive VP.
You're remembered for a few good things and one bad thing, and you get the job.
Yeah.
You're back down in salary, but hey, you got unlimited boondoggles!
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need at least 5 of them.
Brooks DuPont asks you to conduct a seminar on how to represent MMC to the news media. This subject deals with human perceptions and communication. You know that the Vice President of Administration, Joyce Stern, is the best qualified person to handle the project. Do you recommend her? Suggest Joyce Stern to co-chair? Ask her for help? Or suggest that the workshop is a bad idea?
Let's try and earn some points with Joyce. Let's recommend her.
Brooks DuPont intercepts your sense of integrity as laziness and rejects your recommendation. You consult with Joyce Stern, but don't let Brooks find out. If you hadn't consulted with her, strange things would have happened to your personal files. Brooks DuPont had just left for her 35th college reunion dinner. Malcolm Farnsworth III storms out the hall, wanting to talk about a snag in the MAD program. Do you tell the truth, make him an excuse, or recommend equipping key executive with beepers?
Oh, the MAD program? Man, I gotta tell you, I love that magazine. Probably would feel otherwise, but let's tell him the truth.
List honestly as a key quality on your resume and perhaps distribute it to religious organization. Brooks DuPont personally kicks you out of his department with the hiking boots he bought especially for the occasion. You did a poor job. You got good interpersonal skill. You got the influential Joyce Stern on your side this time, but you antagonized your boss. And the economy is depressed, and you got destroyed.
Wow.
From job level 6 to 3.
I think at this point people realized, well, wait, your name might sound like a guy, but you're still a girl. Lowest level possible. You know, I'm surprised there. You know, at this point, this is very tempting. Why the hell not? Let's go for the mailroom option. Because why the hell not?
You realize that puts you as the lowest bar possible, right?
If they want to treat me like dirt, why should I say otherwise?
Oh, God. You do get the job because it's entry level. But, yeah, you make like half of what you were doing. And all you have to show for it is a Malcolm Farnsworth picture. Jack Stark, a regional sales manager, proposed a little extra preparation for tonight's MMC Christmas party. He gives you 2 bottles of excellent vodka to slip into the punch bowl. Do you do it? Act shocked and decline? Say yes, but keep the vodka for yourself.
I don't know about acting shock, but yeah, definitely decline.
Jack suggests a transfer to a Buddhist monastery in Nepal, where your social habits will be more in tune with the prevailing environment. A maintenance man, Felix, chastises you for repairing a photocopier. He threatens to have you fired. The next day, Beth, the executive vice president's secretary, asks you to fix the machine again. Politely say no, fix it, explain your situation, or ask for written permission.
Well, if we tried repairing it and we got chastised for it, then we should probably explain the situation to Beth.
But Beth says fix it. Felix fails to see the executive president, Brooks DuPont, and becomes yelling first at you and then at Beth. Felix turns nearly transparent when Brooks DuPont rolls over like a runaway truck. You see Felix 3 years later working in a gas station in Modesto.
What?
As another favor to Beth, you stay late to do some photocopying. Pursuing your copying, you discover an opening in the marketing department. You apply, wait a week, or decide to go to the movies.
Let's wait a week.
That is accomplished, and a week is wasted. You have fumbled the ball on the 10-yard line. Let's hope your interview prevents a safety. You did a good job. You angered Jack Stark and Red Turner. Again. You had good judgment, good interpersonal skill, you had independence, but lack of resourcefulness. The economy's fair, and yeah. You're remembered for a bunch of good things and a few bad things. You got the job.
Got that sick keychain though.
Yep. You attend MMC's introductory sales training seminar, Bucky Carter, a salesman, invites you for some practical experience rather than just this book learning by having a few drinks with the boys. Do you go studying or go drinking?
Why not? Let's loosen up a bit. Go drinking.
Drinks go down easily and you are quickly accepted as one of the gang. The camaraderie will be remembered long after the evening's lesson is forgotten. Bucky Carter, now MMC's leading salesman, calls in with a priority request. Dynamic Industry wants to make the largest purchase in MMC history, closing the MM2 line and allowing the M&M3 to come out immediately. All Bucky needs is exact availability and shipping information, but the regional sales manager, Jack Stark, is absent from the office. You provide the information yourself, inform Bucky that Jack Stark is absent, or try to contact Jack Stark.
Let's inform Bucky about Jack being absent.
Bucky wants Jack's phone number or your head. Commission dollars have already made Bucky delirious with power. Return to the option listing and indicate your next option. You're back here.
Mm-hmm. Let's contact Jack.
The crisis takes a new twist. Jack Stark is out of the office with his mistress. Applying communication techniques last seen during the Inquisition, you wrench the telephone number from Gertie, Jack Stark's secretary. Now, do you call, have Gertie call, or delay Bucky further?
Well, Bucky said that he has gone mad with power. I think it's best we delay him.
Bucky goes berserk. He calls the police and puts out an all-points bulletin for Jack Stark. Jack panics when he hears sirens at his mistress' door and escapes through the window. You go down to the county jail to bail him out of indecent exposure charges. You did an average job. You had good relations with the sales force, open manner, resourcefulness, but you had poor judgment. The economy is fair, and
Not that much to apply for. Draftsman.
Unfortunately, you remember for providing an effective solution of problem. You'll remember for a bunch of good things, and that's enough to get you the job. You do get that sweet keychain again.
Oh, yeah, I do.
You feel overworked, but are pressured to finish drawing for redesign M&M2 microcomputer casing. The management in this busy period is key to finishing on schedule. You work harder, longer, or socialize.
Let's work longer.
Longer hours cuts into social opportunity, but are a good exercise in discipline. Use so many toothpicks to prop your eyes open. Weyerhaeuser considers you for the Man of the Year award.
Whoa, Man of the Year, maybe.
While working hard on the M&M2 casing redesign, you have come to feel isolated from contact with company management. But today, the President Malcolm Farnsworth III stopped to talk to you on his annual tour. You ask how the company's doing, comment on the weather, or invite him to the Thursday night poker game.
Let's ask him how the company is faring.
Short on originality, but long on concern. Leaves a weak but good impression. Draftsmen have never been known as talk show hosts, so don't worry. MMC offers you the opportunity to participate in a computer graphics test. Con Edison has chosen you based on your M&M2 work. You say yes, no, or request to speak with the Senior Vice President of Operation, Doug MacArthur.
Sure, let's take it.
You do well on the test and are considered the MMC expert. This allows you to establish a new technology niche. You fall behind in normal work and must put in overtime. You dare not complain. Overtime is considered a perk at MMC. You did a good job! After 2 years, you'll be remembered for long, hard hours and aggressive go-getter approach. And the economy is fair. You're back to level 3.
Hey. Remember when we were playing this earlier and it almost ended nearly immediately? This just feels like it's dragging on forever at this rate we're going. Customer service.
Alright. Unfortunately, you're remembered for a couple of bad things and a few good things, too. You still get the job. You still have that keychain. That sweet keychain. Bucky Carter, a key salesman, asks you to find him a copy of a report as you are preparing to him for an evening engagement with an oft-prevailed open upon love interest. You decide to leave, direct him to someone else, or help him.
Let's help him out.
Although in a hurry, you have helped Bucky. This is appreciated, and you are told of a sales project opportunity. You appease your romantic interest with a small token of affection. In addition, Bucky Carter is now a friend. You are in the middle of a conversation with an irate customer when Sam Danger, Vice President of Marketing, comes to your desk, demanding a weekly report. Do you hang up on the customer, put the customer on hold, pretend you don't see Sam, or cry?
Why am I again approached by this person? Why is this person calling? You're confusing me! For the time being, let's put the customer on hold.
The steam coming through the receiver makes the telephone too hot to handle. You and Sam Danger the report, squirt some water on the phone, and get your ear burned by the worst language since Woody Hayes lost his last road bowl. Sam walks away with an understanding smile. For the first time in weeks, you have a conflict in an evening activity. You must decide between your romantic interest birthday, the company's softball game, drinks with the group product manager, or working late.
Let's go for romantic interest's birthday.
You decide that preventing libidinal pressure buildup is an absolute priority. Your romantic interest agrees. Your concern for home life rewards you with lower than expected heating costs over the winter months. You did a good job. You'll be remembered for the good works Bucky Carter says about you, the humor you maintain even in a crisis. The economy's expanding. You have one level 4 job available.
Go for it.
You're remembered for a bunch of good things, and you get it. Sam Danger, the Vice President of Marketing, asks you to see a client in your vacation to Des Moines to visit your in-laws. Sure, there's nothing to do in Iowa? Say yes, but don't do it, cancel vacation, or ask company to subsidize the travel cost.
Let's cancel the vacation.
An extreme reaction to one client visit, but understandable with Iowa as a destination. You hurry from the building to your car in order to get a special delivery package to the post office before it closes. In the company parking lot is a well-dressed man asks you to help start his Mercedes. Decline to help or help him?
Let's help him out.
The gentleman turns out to be Dudley Farnsworth, the leader of a stockholders' revolt against the MMC's shakingly entrenched board and president. As a way of thanking you and perhaps getting information, Dudley invites you to a party.
Sure, let's accept.
At the party, you are bombarded with questions about MMC's management and jobs offers to work with the adversary group. Do you decide to give the information but don't join, give the information and join, or decline information and decline to join?
Decline both information and invitation.
You are perceived as the enemy and are lucky to get a second drink. The Vice President of Sales, Red Turner, invites you to spend an afternoon drinking with clients the same day your monthly report is due. Do you accept, decline, or try to meet up with them later?
Meet up with them later.
You show up at the prearranged restaurant, but Red has decided to dine elsewhere. You have shown friendliness and good intention, but $15 is a lot for 2 beers and a bowl of pretzels. You did an average job. So be remembered to knee-jerk reaction to problem, aggressive go-getter approach, remaining loyal to management, having the discipline to finish work before playing. Economy is fair. There's only this available. You're going back down.
Whatever.
Not really any choice anyway. You are remembered for a few bad things and a few good things. You do get the job. You have a working telephone.
Yay!
Junior accountant Bernard's coming into your cubicle after work hours one evening. He kindly offers you $200 for 5 minutes alone with his employee file.
What does he want it for?
Bernard declines to answer, claiming it's a private matter. You explain the file, in this case, is closed. During standard preparation of employee W-2 forms, you discover the personal manager's nephew, Oscar, earns twice the normal rate for an accounts receivable clerk. Lower his rate, ignore or talk to personal manager.
Ignore it.
That's life, and salary figures are supposed to be confidential. Contemplate a plan to get adopted by Jason Parley, Senior Vice President of Finance and Administration. Once, Oscar invites you for drinks after work with his uncle Simon and the Vice President of Finance, Gary Hoffman. Accept or decline.
Let's take it.
A good choice if you have a good personal relationship with these fellow employees. Discuss commodities and career futures very optimistically. You did a good job. Stayed out of office politics, good interpersonal skill, you're already socializing, and that took 2 years. Economy is now depressed. And obviously things aren't going your way at MMC, Samuel. With trepidation, you opened the envelope to your morning mail. You got fired because there's no more opportunities for you to advance.
So it's not really I got fired, more or less I was let go.
Pretty much. Yeah, there's a lot of bad things, unfortunately.
Wow. Somehow, even though this was the longest experience, I got even less money.
Yeah, the thing with that is your current age. You are getting on in years.
Yes.
The higher your number of year is, the lower the money for that part. Hit the road, Jack.
It's Sam!
Alright. Who's in the chat?
They're still here, I believe. Zeichen?
I don't know, Zeichen, do you want to participate? You don't have to be in the call. Right.
Oh, darn.
It's too bad not many more people are participating.
Yeah.
Well, let's start a new career anyways. I'll try to do a bullshit run.
Why the hell not?
So let's go more east. State. For this, Alright. Ranked. Let's go for business. Graduated with honors. 59 years of experience. Golf. 18 years old, because yes, you can do that. AKA bullshit. Blind ambition. Economy is depressed, but I still get these.
Ooh, let's see. What job do you want? Good news, you get the job.
Yep.
Bucky Carter, a key salesman, asks you to find him a copy of a report as you are preparing to leave for an evening engagement with the oft prevailed upon love interest. If you wish to leave, direct him to someone else, or offer to help.
Alright.
Although in a hurry, you have helped Bucky. This is appreciated, and you are told of sales project opportunities. You appease your romantic interest with a small token of affection. And in addition, Bucky Carter is a friend.
Yeah, I'll let you read this time.
Yeah, it's role reversal here. You are in the middle of a conversation with an irate customer when Sam Danger, Vice President of Marketing, comes to your desk demanding a weekly report. Do you wish to hang up on the customer, put the customer on hold,
or putting him on hold?
The steam coming through the receiver makes the telephone too hot to handle. You hand Sam Danger the report, squirt some water on the phone, and get your ear burned by the worst language since Woody Hayes lost his last Rose Bowl. But Sam walks away with an understanding smile. For the first time in weeks, you have a conflict in an evening activity. You must decide between your romantic interest's birthday, company softball game, drinks with a group project manager, or working late.
I'll go for the romantic interest.
You decide that preventing libidinal pressure buildup is an absolute priority. Your romantic interest agrees. Your concern for home life rewards you with a lower than expected heating cost over the winter months. Overall, you did a good job. You should be remembered for the good works Bucky Carter says about you and the humor you maintain even in a crisis. The economy is fair right now, and you currently have that list of options.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for salesman.
Congratulations, you got the job.
Yay.
You got your own desk, 2 weeks vacation, travel and entertainment allowance, and access to the Watts line. The regional sales manager, Jack Stark, arranges your lunch with 3 key clients: Alan Greenbuck of Analog Concerns, Derek Clayton of Superior Electronics, and Andrew Grave, Dynamic Industries. Returning to the office, you report on lunch to Jack Stark. Your car allowance is upgraded. You can choose between a Buick, Cadillac, or Mercedes.
With the Cadillac.
It's always good to impress your clients with a prestigious American car, known for both its comfort and economy. We're totally not hinting towards anything. Wink, wink. You get a call from your quote-unquote old friend, Derek Clayton, about a major order. He wants you in half an hour. Jack Stark is out. The secretary forgot to take Derek's company on the phone number. What is Derek's company name?
It was Superior.
You have saved the situation with your finely tuned memory. Good salesperson instinct. Proceed with your call. Huh, they seem to have hung up anyway. On the way to your sales call, you doze off and bump into a stopped delivery truck. The truck is undamaged. However, steam starts to pour out of the front of your car. Do you wish to continue the sales call or pull in and get car repairs?
Right, no. I want to continue.
You just barely sputter into the client's parking lot and leave the car parked to the side of the entrance. Derek is impressed with your punctuality. On the way to lunch, Derek tells the parking attendant to have the, quote, smoking junk heap over there, end quote, towed. You smile, expecting sales commissions from Derek to replace the car and more. At lunch, Derek Clayton agrees to the biggest deal in MMC's history, pending immediate availability and shipping information. You call the office to find only a sales trainee around. Do you want to have the sales trainee get the information? Leave a message for the regional manager to call you with the information, or tell the client that there will be a delay.
Can't tell the client there's a delay. Gotta check with the manager.
You tell Derek the information is being compiled. You discover a common interest in car repair bills and discuss the subject until the region sales manager calls with the information. You appear superbly efficient, but a poor selection of automobiles. Overall, did a good job and will be remembered for having the perfect sales personality, the humor to maintain, even in a crisis, and having good customer relations. Economy is fair right now, and you have the current list of options, with 1 for it, the rest being 5.
Yep, assistant product manager.
Fortunately, you're remembered for the healthy attention paid to your personal life and having good customer relations. You got the job!
Hey! Bullshit gets the job.
Management workshop and personalized stationery.
Yay.
At a little-known cafe, you see your counterpart at MMC's main competitor, Behemoth Systems, having lunch with a Nippon Central employee. You leave hurriedly before you can get the chance to say hello, forgetting a binder, which turns out to be Behemoth's marketing plan for the coming year. You wish to return the binder, give it to your superior, hold it for your own personal use, or try to sell the information.
It's a superior.
Your effort to maximize company benefit while minimizing your personal opportunities is noted by the Senior Vice President of Marketing, B.T. Barnum. You gain a reputation as an ace undercover agent and received a free gift certificate to Burberry's. That closed down last. You discover a salesman in receiving kickbacks your largest customer, Analog Concerns. The information comes in an anonymous letter. You fail to find the author, but its contents are verified. You wish to replace the salesman, ask for a cut, or just ignore the situation altogether.
I'll ignore it.
Well, sales and profits are up. Managerial effectiveness is often determined by exactly what you don't do, as well as what you do. You are asked by Sigmund, the group product manager, to assemble a marketing technology report you suspect is to be sold to Nippon Central. Do you wish to refuse, comply, order to take him to a sushi bar, or try to direct to Nippon Central?
We'll go to a sushi bar.
Pointed, if not subtle, indicator of awareness. Be kind and bring Alka-Seltzer for Sigmund. Overall, you did an average job. Going to be remembered for good relations with B.T. Barnum, running away from your problems, your resourcefulness, and your good judgment. The economy is actually expanding, and you have a list of slightly worse situations, since there's one additional 4th level option and one less 5.
Yep. Well, I can be an engineer.
Got your own cubicle and matching furniture. Who cares about that? You got a functional telephone.
Hooray!
Conrad Edison assigns you to the prestigious project, working on an M&M4 microcomputer design review. Your joy turns to gloom, however, when you find that there's a design flaw in the product component. Do you wish to discuss the flaw, hide the flaw, or try to fix the flaw yourself and not tell anyone? Ignorance is bliss! For the rest of MMC, you gain no recognition, but superior ability cannot long be concealed. Award yourself the Nobel Peace Prize. Or at least a couple of long lunches. The senior management has dragged its heels on salary increases, while total MMC profits have skyrocketed. Now, a company-wide movement is fomented by Brighton, Star, and other engineers to get royalties on inventions. You can choose to either join the job action, oppose a job action, or tell Brighton you back the job action while telling Con Edison you support management. Your car is egged daily. When you ride your bicycle to work, it is stolen. You resolve to work at home with management support. Politics begin to appear in the engineering department. Top engineers are vying for management positions. You are pressed to become involved. You can choose to focus on work, avoid a situation, and study for advancement engineer certificate, or get involved with the politics.
Yep, let's go for advanced engineering.
You add to your personal credentials while maintaining neutrality. Conversations are diverted towards esoteric discussions of technology. Awe on the part of your fellow engineers quickly turn to boredom. Your strategy works. Overall, you did a good job and will be remembered for your good interpersonal skills, standing up for the product quality, remaining loyal to management, and staying off of office politics. Economy is fair at the moment, but you do have a level 6 job offer.
Which, of course, we're gonna take.
Unfortunately, you're going to be remembered for staying loyal to the management and your good interpersonal skills. And of course, you got the job. Going to be known for your cubicle, travel and entertainment allowance, life insurance policy, matching furniture, and your personalized electric pencil sharpener.
Hooray! Ba-ba-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-da.
If only I had the bits, I'd activate that myself. You must decide on the M&M for memory component design approach. Pressure is applied by marketing, sales, and finances with all the obvious intentions. Which approach do you wish to advocate? You can go with a workable design, an advanced design, or form a committee to make the decision.
Alright, I actually don't remember this choice.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, I don't think I came across this decision either.
Nope. Let's go with advanced.
An investment in technology that leapfrogs the competition. Your courage and optimism is courageous. Your biggest problem is bruises from being patted on the back. So I guess that's a problem. Maybe, I don't know. Wabafet, I don't know. Pursuing an idea on your own initiative, you develop a revolutionary memory chip concept. Unfortunately, Doug MacArthur, the senior vice president of operations, is not interested in revolutions, and your concept is rejected. How do you wish to respond? Accept the decision, quit and start your own business, or bootleg the project?
This decision is bullshit, by the way. I can't wait for someone else to get this.
You are not happy, but it isn't worth ending your future at MMC. Your initiative is recognized, if not rewarded. You are managing a key M&M for project segment. Jenny? We'll say it's Gin and Tonic. That's her name for now. One of the younger, yet crucial engineers is having marital problems. You can decide to give her time off for her personal affairs, give her lots of work, or call and complain to her husband.
I think this is the one, actually.
You fill up Gin and Tonic's time, adding to the pressure.
Well, piss.
This proves to be a mistake as he cracks under the pressure and takes a leave of absence to undergo therapy. You face marital problems from assuming Gin and Tonic's overloaded workload in addition to your own.
Oh, I still did a good job somehow.
Going to be remembered for standing up for product quality, your commitment to quality work, not standing your ground under pressure, your poor interpersonal skills, and your failure to support your people.
By the way, the not standing your ground under pressure, you can't avoid this, which is bullshit. Oh, God.
And the economy is very depressed right now.
And I'm
But
still
you
at
do
level
have
6.
a lot of level 6 options, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I only have level 6. I was at level 6, which sucks, but anyways. Okay, I guess
At
I get
least
the
you
job.
got accepted for that. You'll have your own cubicle, travel and entertainment allowance, life insurance, access to Watts line, yada yada yada. Let's just move onward. A dynamic industries buyer, Pietro, requests a kickback in return for a big order on the final production run of the MM2 microcomputer. You wince and say yes, no, how much, or no, and then you report the incident to Dynamic Industries senior manager.
Oh, boy. That's another one I don't remember seeing.
While trying to appear reasonable,
Well,
you've
piss.
put yourself with a very difficult position. However much is too much. You are fired when BT Barnum overhears your negotiations.
Well, that didn't end well.
So yeah, with trepidation, you open the morning mail.
God damn.
Holy shit.
Alright, let's actually try this again. Oh, yes, bowl. Alright,
Oof. Economy is quite depressing, and all you have is 1, 2, and multiple 3s. You get the position and get 2 weeks
Alright,
vacation. You got the
we've...
vacation. I remember that.
Yep, and we've done these ones already, so I'm just gonna quickly go for it. Good job. Salesman. Go. Yay. Alright, get lack. Superior. Continue. Leave a message. Good job. Assistant product. Give to superior. Ignore. Sushi bar.
I actually forgot how
Advance.
the rest of it goes if it doesn't already repeat itself.
Bullshit decision. Alright, this time we actually did a good job for this one.
Okay, gonna be remembered for standing up for product quality, commitment for quality work, not standing up for yourself under pressure, good interpretational skills, and supporting and having good faith in your people.
Alright, thanks for coming by, Twister. Economy is depressed.
Economy is bad.
Got level
and
6.
I think it's the same options as before.
Yeah, I think so.
You get the position, and yeah, that sounds like a... So, remember this decision? Which one you want to go for now?
Yeah.
You've established a moral position and covered yourself by telling management. Pietro will be furious when Dynamics management is informed. But Pietro won't be around Dynamic Industries for long. Your best salesperson, Bucky Carter, is offered a job by your biggest customer, Analog Concerns. Do you wish to counter by offering Bucky a raise, encourage him to leave, ignoring the situation, or tell the regional sales manager, Jack Stark?
We'll offer him a raise.
You keep Bucky, perhaps antagonize Analog Concerns, but keep a winning combination in place. You are both on the way up. Complaints come in about a close out shipment of M&M2 units. It seems the bracket has been badly designed. Do you wish to inform the regional sales manager, complain to manufacturing, or try to pacify your customers and work with engineering?
Let's go and try to work.
You have chosen the most direct corrective action. Engineering happily fixes the problem now that you have given them some time. Overall, did a good job. You'll be remembered for your impeccable honesty, good words Bucky Carter says about you, supporting and having faith in people, team player instincts, and having good customers relations. Economy is not doing that well right now.
However,
you do have a level 7 option.
We're definitely going for it.
Unfortunately, you're going to be remembered for a bunch of good things. I get the feeling, yep, you're going to get accepted for the position. You'll have your own private office, travel entertainment allowances, life insurance policy, Chevy company car, and garage parking.
Yay.
Due to an expanded customer base and the acceptance of the M&M3 microchip, there is a server product shortage. During the shortage, you must decide who gets your available product. Will it be the long-time customers, big new entrants in the field, or the highest bidder?
Go with the customers.
You maintain the status quo. Profits stay constant, and your long-time customers will respond to your loyalty in kind. Your product sales are booming. Product supply is right on target, and your sales force is straining at the leash. You must decide whether to expand your sales territory.
Let's do it.
You chose increasing business through expansion. Your immediate expansion concern is to minimize costs while allowing for increased profits through a larger sales base. Given this, you must decide how to expand your sales force. Do you wish to create new territories or expand your already existing ones?
Let's expand.
This strategy strains existing staff, but creates individual incentives and keeps costs down. A competition develops to have the largest territory. Walk and Shoes wins this contest with his Iowa to the Aleutian Islands area. Go take that for what you will. You take over a new region from Jack Stark. A district sales manager spot is now open. Do you give the spot to the leading salesman in another district, Bucky, the senior salesman, Edgar, your new region's leading salesman, Jesse, or the chairman's nephew, Vincent?
Let's see. I definitely don't want to remove him. God, I don't remember this fucking job. God, let's go with the senior salesman.
Alright. No one is happy with Edgar as a compromise, but they recognize your logic. Besides, he is only moments from retirement. New DSM responsibilities may hasten his departure. Overall, you've done a good job and will be remembered for having good customers relationship, your aggressive go-getter approach, and being frugal. Economy is booming right now.
And a bunch of level 8.
Options.
Let's go with Western area sales.
Fortunately, you'll be remembered for having good customers relations and having the perfect sales personality. So naturally, you get the job. And it comes with your own private office, a Buick company car, and 3-hour lunches.
88,000 per year.
Sales plummet as the Federal Reserve Board tightens the money supply. The slump is serious enough to threaten mad project plans. Do you wish to disclose a sales slump and redo the plans, cover up the problems, ask to change jobs, or go on vacation without a telephone?
Hmm. You have to do something.
Straightforward way to deal with the problem. Laying the cards on the table avoids having to bluff anyone. You may ruffle a few feathers, but you improve performance quickly. You decline a job offer from the Federal Reserve Board. The company newsletter, Micromouth, does an analysis of the current sales decline. You become the main interview. Do you blame the sales decline on your superiors, bad market condition, bad luck, or poor products?
Yeah, you know you can't mention your people or the products themselves, so we're gonna have to say the condition.
Almost a cliche, but accurate nonetheless. Throw in the Federal Reserve Board and welfare cheating to make a totally convincing excuse. Sam Danger, the Vice President of Marketing, is upset with overall sales performance. He approaches you about a coup against the VP of Sales, Red Turner. You answer in hushed tones, okay, no way, I'll think about it, or no, and then you inform Red.
Oh boy. Hmm. No, we can't do a coup.
You've covered yourself departmentally and lit the match to a major conflagration. Sam Danger absolutely hates you. Well, Red Turner wonders why you were approached. Buy a hard hat for the shrapnel. Overall, you did a good job. You'll be remembered for your positive management style, your open manners of addressing problems, having the perfect sales opportunity, and offending Sam Danger.
Well,
Yeah. Economy is expanding right now, and you have one level 9 job open.
VP go.
Good thing you remembered for all these good things, because you got the job.
VP of Sales, baby.
Woof! And 6-digit sales here. You'll have your private office, 1,000 stock options, an expensive budget, Buick company car, 3-hour lunches, and life insurance.
Yep.
You've just been promoted to VP of Sales. Doug MacArthur, the senior VP of Operations, suggests a celebratory get-together. Of course, a new vice president is expected to host and subsidize the celebration. So, do you wish to stage a lunch, party at home, or ignore the suggestion?
We'll do lunch. Why not?
You and 6 co-workers run up a full bar bill, substantial enough to subsidize the Peace Corps throughout the end of the century. You vow never to be promoted again in your present body, if you recover from the hangover. Frank Herman, the VP of Manufacturing, requests additional funds to expand production of mad computer prototypes. These funds must come from your budget. Do you deny the request or accept it?
Sure.
You've made friends with Frank Herman, but now you must decide where the funds are coming from. Will it be from promotional budgets or sales incentives?
Yeah, that's true. We need to get the money from somewhere after all. There's a promotion.
There are cuts in some programs. The loudest complaints come from Benton Bowles, who sees his entertainment budget halved. This is not a big concern. Everyone ignores the PR department. Jason Parley from Finances orders price increases on the MMM3 to generate cash flow. You know this will hurt MMC's positions in a very competitive market. So your response can be either to argue for stable prices, raise the prices, or no comment.
You need to argue.
Arguing with numbers is usually futile, and Jason Parley is certainly a big zero in your eyes right now. Whether or not to increase prices is no longer a question, only how big the increases will be and how you'll keep the M&M3 competitive. You followed company policy, but now you must act to maintain sales. Of course, this is where the intermission ends, leaving you to write the next scene. You decide to either raise the sales commissions, promote MMC as the product leader, or develop improved product position.
Oh, goodness. Oh, let's go with the sales commission.
The sales force will put in extra effort, but customers still question the increases. The Japanese initiate a dumping program in conjunction with your price increases. Fortunately, a massive anti-Japanese backlash helps the M&M3 post all-time sales records. Investors in rice commodities lose a bundle. Overall, you did a good job. You'll be remembered for hearty socializing, befriending Doug MacArthur and Frank Herman, your team player instincts, abrasive encounters in the public relations fields, and having good relations with the sales force. Economy, sadly, is quite depressed right now. But you do have level 9 options available.
Yeah, still regular VP jobs. Well, let's go for marketing, I guess.
Unfortunately, you're going to be remembered for pissing off Sam Danger, but you still have good relations with BT Barnum, and you are a player. And you have good team player instincts, and of course you get the job.
Alright.
And I don't think any perks change, so we'll just smile and nod with that and move on.
Yep.
Production is way up, and MMC needs to generate more sales. This entails expanding markets, so you can decide to enter new foreign markets or publish domestic sales.
So entering the foreign market.
Virgin Sales territories offer a test of marketing skills and the 3 lists language courses you've just signed up for. Be sure to have all of your health shots, though, and expect an enduring relationship with jet lag.
Right.
Just freeze up on me. Oh, wait, there we go. All right, sorry about that. Froze up on my end a bit. You see an opportunity to broaden the MMC product line into printers. An investor has approached you with a working prototype that has great potential. It even appears to work. So what do you wish to do? Present the opportunity to MMC, pass on the deal, or develop the opportunity for yourself?
Yeah, we'll present it.
All right then. The strategy is accepted and brings production up to capacity. You generate sales increase without adding to the sales force. You get to dance with the president's only child at the company party.
Hooray!
As a result of extensive travel, you are laid up with infectious hepatitis. Oof. For recovery, you can choose either a total rest of a 6-week recovery or work at home convalescence, 12-week recovery.
Let's try to come back as quickly as we can.
You miss some crucial meetings, but get back into the swing very quickly. You now drink only bottled water and use plastic eating utensils. The only shots you take are with a golf club. Malcolm Farnsworth III storms into your office. Startup on the M&M4 has been delayed, and you swear that Malcolm Farnsworth the first and second are in the room helping him yell at you. Your defense can be either it's manufacturing's fault, you don't know, you can take the full responsibility, or the delay is not apparent.
Oh god, definitely not 2, that's for sure. Fuck, what department am I? Oh goodness. Let's see. Cause hopefully this won't turn me up in deep water.
Neither is radioactivity, but it can kill you.
Ugh,
However,
fuck.
Farnsworth is much more immediate threat to your life and your career.
Average.
Overall, you
Shit.
did an average job, providing MMC with new products, the healthy attention you pay to your personal life, but in using poor judgment.
Fair.
Economy is fair,
I'm on a penguin. How's it going? Oh god, I'm back down
but
to
you're
level 8.
down to
Alright, let's try group product manager.
Unfortunately, you've been known to piss off Sam Danger, but you're remembered for a lot of good things. And you get the job. Got your own private office, and I think we pretty much discussed this before. Let's just move onward. While preparing for the M&M 4 launch, you developed a new product idea with significant market potential. What do you want to do with it?
We'll
Present it to
present it, of
MMC,
course.
sell it to your venture capitalists, or secretly develop it in your garage. This could be the start of a major opportunity. MMC has the capability to deliver the product, and you may be an important cog in the operation.
Alright.
You are not copied on a series of memos from Elaine Pierce, one of your marketing product managers, to the Vice President of Marketing, Sam Danger. Do you decide to either ask for a briefing, fire Elaine, or write a negative memo to Sam Danger?
Yeah, let's not piss off anyone. Let's just ask for a briefing.
This is a good way to get caught up on the situation while indirectly expressing a desire to be copied on future memos. An intelligent employee will take the hint. Sam Danger asks you to attend a client meeting. Scheduled at the same time is a previously arranged meeting with the Vice President of Public Relations, Benton Bowles, to write a speech for Malcolm Farnsworth III. You can decide to either decline the client meeting, cancel the speech meeting, or go to half of each meeting.
This will probably end well. Not.
Congratulations on your commitment! Yes, during the part of each speech meeting that you missed, you've been held accountable for everything from airplane delays to the national debt. Overall, you did a good job. You'll be remembered for being a team player, for your team player instincts, providing MMC with new products, your good interpersonal skills, your open manner in addressing problems, and providing ineffective solutions to problems. Economy is fair at the moment.
God damn
And
it.
still level 8 positions.
Alright. Remember for a bunch of good things.
You're remembered for a lot of good things. And get the position. And pretty much same thing. Slippage is discovered on the MAD computer project. This is a top priority program. Do you wish to disclose the slippage, hide the slippage and crack whip, or hide the slippage and hire outside consultants?
We need to disclose.
Alright, then disclosure leads to a major investigation headed by Doug MacArthur. The project becomes bogged down in incrimination and recrimination. The project crew becomes more sullen than a New York City winter.
Good lord.
Slippage continues to plague MAD project progress. Help is needed in tracking the project's progress. After considerable thought, you decide to either implement a computerized PERT planning program, call in outside planning consultants, or train your people in project management.
I'll go with our people.
Alright, Good people, good training, and good leadership ultimately resolve the problem. The project ignites, but for a change, you don't get burned. With everything else that's going on, the last thing you need is unsolicited management suggestions. Harriet Nance, the engineering project manager, comes to you demanding that MMC's most brilliant engineer, Brighton Star, be fired for personal obnoxiousness. So you take a deep breath and can choose to either fire Brighton, fire Harriet, recommend a straightforward talk, go ahead with plans and to reinstate corporal punishments.
God damn it, this fucking game. Let's go with 3.
Alright then. If they say they have already talked, tell them to do it again. Sooner or later, they'll get the message to straighten it out themselves. Purchase boxing gloves, just in case. But overall, you did a good job. You'll be remembered for your impeccable honesty, open manner of addressing problems, and your positive management style. Economy is fair right now. And you do have one line position open.
Which we're doing.
And fortunately remembered for a lot of good things. So naturally you get accepted.
Sweet.
Pretty much same thing as before, only now you have an executive exercise program. But as a new vice president of engineering, you must decide how to allocate R&D funding. This decision has obvious career impact, as well as determining MMC's future position in the market. So you look at the budgets and can either invest in short-term projects, long-term projects, or cut off the budgets.
Unlike AAA gaming companies, we will invest in long-term projects.
Down the road, these long-term projects pull MMC to the forefront of the industry. You face a battle with less far-sighted departments. Send the rose-colored glasses given you as a gift back to finances with a prescription suggestion. Everyone has their eyes on you and the new mad computer project. Unfortunately, cost overruns on the project are forcing some tough decisions. You must now decide to either limit the computer's functional capabilities, use less reliable components in its product production, cut back on product aesthetics and packaging, or go to the executive committee and ask for more development funds.
Fuck the aesthetics.
So, you decide to produce an ugly duckling. Good to see you stand up for engineering integrity. Besides, if Sophia Loren could overcome her nose, the mad computer can be beautiful even in a plain casing. Doug MacArthur, the Senior Vice President of Operations, announces your project has just won the International Science and Technology Award. The creative concept and major ideas are the work of a single engineer, Brighton Star. Do you suggest Brighton accept the award? Suggest you both accept the award, ignore Brighton's contribution, or buy off Brighton?
We'll leave it to our Brighton Star.
A noble gesture. But the company declines to be represented by a junior engineer. You go to the award ceremony in San Francisco, but bring back sourdough bread for Brighton. Overall, you did a good job. You're going to be remembered for your strong leadership, promoting R&D, the lifeblood of MMC, and supporting and having faith in your people. Economy is starting to expand here. And you have a lot of level 9 positions.
And before I decide, because unfortunately it's still a freaking vice president, I need to do a thing again. God damn it.
Yay. So for those watching the Twitch VOD, or if you're watching this on YouTube, how you all doing right now? I'm constantly having laptop problems. Trying to get by, but otherwise, nothing too shabby. Hmm. At the rate we're going, I would not be surprised if this part got cut out.
You break his face.
Oh, hi, Mike. I just returned. I said hide this. Okay.
Hold on. Give me a moment. Come on, watch the stream. I want to see. Oh, it says you've been disconnected.
What?
Well, yes. Anyways, I'm gonna go for manufacturing here. Yeah.
Well, sadly, you've been remembered for lacking the background to manage this department, but you do have good judgment, and you do have good team player instincts.
But
Sadly, you don't get the position.
I'm not qualified enough. Let's try administration. Oh, God.
Same
thing
thing
here.
to sadly be remembered, but you do have impeccable honesty. You do a good job of staying off of office politics, and you are quite resourceful.
And unfortunately,
still
the
don't
other
get the
one
job.
overbalances. Alright, let's try finance. And of course.
Good judgment and open manner of addressing problems are the only good qualities,
Not enough.
but still get rejected. Sadly, you're remembered for abrasive encounters in the public relations field.
Well,
So,
kids.
Not
Yeah.
looking good.
Nope.
But you
nope.
are remembered for this stuff, so sadly, you've been demoted a position, but at least you still have a position regardless.
Yeah, but, you know.
Anticipated market demand for the M&M4 model is very high. You must develop plans for plant expansion to handle the demand. You can decide to go either very cheap, functional, gold-plated plant, or delegate this hot potato task.
Let's go with functional.
The facilities are satisfactory to workers, the finance department, and the productivity quotas. A smooth transition to the marketplace creates a successful launch and support. You treat yourself to a bottle of Dom Perignon in a private launch ceremony. Manilow and Harvey, two workers specially trained in fragile packaging and shipment, turn out to be illegal aliens. Immigration officers are at the plant looking for them. Do you wish to offer them a bribe, let the workers be arrested, or call the company lawyer?
We'll check with the lawyers.
He advises you to cooperate. You've lost two workers, time, and the legal department's fee, and this lawyer is on your side. An entire ship walks out in sympathy with two deported workers during a crucial period on the M&M4 production line. Your reaction is to either bust a strike, meet with the workers, bend to the workers' demands, or sit it out.
I'll have to meet with them.
You work out a compromise based on good treatment of other workers. Their loyalty to MMC is still strong. Good job! Overall, you did a good job. You'll be remembered for your pragmatic decision making, your cost efficient solutions, considering following MMC policies, Your good interpersonal skills, and supporting and having faith in your people. Economy is fair right now. And you do have one level 9 option open.
Let's try it again, and doesn't look like it's gonna let me.
You do have good judgment, your team player instincts, and cost-effective solutions.
That's
But
just not
it's
enough.
not enough.
Sad face. Alright, let's try. Let's go with personal manager, I guess.
Well, you do have good qualities, and you're accepted.
Yep. Alright.
In the midst of frantic development on the Mad Computer project, Behemoth Systems begins to systematically hire away your key engineers. Doug MacArthur, the senior VP of operations, sees red and demands that you take action. Will you let the engineers go, raise all engineers' salaries, promote the engineers, or get into hiring war with Behemoth Systems?
I'll try to raise the salaries.
MMC remains competitive in engineering talent, while Behemoth Systems cannot hire sufficient engineers to complete their project. MMC regains its former engineers at their old salaries when Behemoth is forced to lay off. Doug MacArthur is pleased.
Good.
Screw you! MMC will now stomp on your head.
Joy Stern, the VP of Administration, instructs you to hire a minority candidate, Ralph, for the personal clerk position you've previously promised to Gertie, a dedicated and talented secretary. Will you continue to fight for Gertie, hire both, tell Ralph to have an affair with Gertie, or hire Ralph?
This game. Yeah, let's not piss off Joy's turn. Let's just hire Ralph.
You bow to internal pressure and hire Ralph. Gertie leaves you a parting gift, her flower vase, complete with water, upside down in the middle of your desk. Joy Stern is impressed by your fortitude in these hard times.
Yep.
I hate you! You go away!
Well, I'm just gonna send in my letter of resignation, and I even left a stamp for you. It's a big pile of shit, but you'll find it eventually. The local Equal Employment Opportunity Board requires MMC to file a status report. Your minority representation does not meet the federal standards, so your course of action can be to either hire more minority candidates, fire some current employees, or expand the mailroom.
We're not gonna fire employees. We're just gonna have to expand the mailroom.
The mail service improves dramatically. Incoming mail is delivered in the same astrological cycle, rather than quarterly. Overall, you did a decent job. You will be remembered for befriending Doug MacArthur and Frank Herman and getting the influential Joy Stern on your side, but you're also going to be remembered for your failure to support your people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not looking really good right now.
Yeah. This game is a bust. I'm calling it right now.
When I did my third run, I was technically calling it a bust.
I am gonna give up. Let's just bullshit our way until we die.
Then there's no point in me talking. Let's just see how it rolls.
How much?
Still got an average job.
Yep, poor job. There we
Poor
go.
job.
Oh god, it's just like it's just going so fast until your face gets wrecked.
And you still did a good job. And you actually finished.
Yeah, because I had to retire. I kind of skipped it too fast, but yeah, that's what happened. I had to retire from MMC because I got too old. The max age for the game is 75. You have to become president before that.
retiring. I'm now going on a fun trip.
And basically, the only reason why I did that is that this game was going nowhere, unfortunately, because I made some mistakes at the upper levels, which unfortunately meant I couldn't do anything. Because basically, after Vice President, there's Senior Vice President, there's 3 types of Senior Vice President, then there's Executive Vice President, and then your chance for the Executive Suite. But I couldn't show that. But anyways, since he's here, let's do one last game with Mike. Let's start a new career and initial interview. With Angie happily directing to the personal department. Alright, Mike, what is your character's first name?
I got it. I'm going to go with Jojo.
Alright, Jojo. What's the last name?
Kenshiro.
Alright, what part of the country?
Oh, let's go with the Midwest.
What's your hometown and state?
Let's go with St. Louis, Missouri.
I think that's MI, if I remember right.
MO.
Yeah,
Ah,
shit.
It's Mo. Oh, it's not Mio.
Yo.
Mio?
Alright. Way up in the Midwest, did you go to college? And where was that?
Went the private college.
What was the name of it?
Let's go with Morio.
Mario?
No, Morio. M-I... Yeah, M-O... R-R-I-O.
Mario. Alright, what did you study at Mario?
I studied engineering.
Alright.
I just punched things and then what you are already debuilt.
How did you do in those studies?
I scored all the time.
Alright. Did you go to graduate school afterwards?
Hell yeah.
Which one?
A ranked university.
What was the name?
That's a good question. I'll say School of Hard Knocks.
Ah, damn it.
Not Hard Nose. Yeah, let's do that.
What did you study at Hard Knocks?
More engineering. I wanted to admit.
And how did you fare?
I graduated with honors because I just punched people until I got my honors.
Alright, schooling's important, but so is work experience. How many years of prior work experience do you have?
Let's say 5.
I'm the sports space that the Giants won. If you're a sport enthusiast, what interests you?
Armchair quarterbacking.
Okay, how old is your character?
Let's go with a good old 30.
30 it is. What's
is
your
a man.
sex? A male.
He's a man.
He is a man. Punch.
He is single.
Alright, how would you describe yourself?
He wants to make things work.
So, technician. Let's see what entry position is available. With the economy expanding, you actually have job level 4s.
Nice. Let's go with a financial analyst.
Okay,
trainee.
trainee financial analyst. Okay. Alright, you got the job. Start with 28,000 per year, your own desk, 2 weeks vacation, access to the Watts line, and a Malcolm Farnsworth picture.
Yay!
Pat Ivers, a college classmate, recommends buying out Mel Design Co. based on private information about a breakthrough in circuit development. You recommend acquiring it, let the opportunity pass, or explore it
Absorb
further.
them.
You want to acquire?
Yep.
Gambling on a dynamic company is in the spirit which founded MMC. You seem to be following in the founder's footsteps. Carrie Hoffman, the Vice President of Finance, recommends against the acquisition of Mel Design Co. despite expert analysis reports to the contrary. Do you approach and question Carrie Hoffman in private, explore further, or have the research company send report to Senior Vice President of Finance Jason Parley?
Let's explore.
Unfortunately, further exploration becomes a delay, which opens the door for Behemoth Systems, MMC's main competitor. The new Mel donor must survive in bidding war.
Oh no.
Elaine Pencer, the editor of Circuit News Monthly, a key trade publication, asks for financial help. You have inside information that MMC is going to acquire the Mel Design Co. Do you tell Elaine, make a stop purchase for him, or look for other alternatives?
I'll say look for other alternatives.
As it turns out, what Elaine really needs is a good accountant, not a good stock tip. He arranges his finances, and Elaine agrees to favorably interview Malcolm Farnsworth III, MMC's president. You did a good job. In 1 year, you acted in a progressive and decisive manner, aggressive go-getter approach. You did miss some promising opportunities, but you had good interpersonal skill and good judgment. The economy is expanding, and you have some job level 5s.
Let's be some engineering.
You're remembered for a good thing, and you get the job. 36,000 per year. You have your own cubicle, a working telephone, and matching furnitures.
Yay!
Conrad Edison assigned you to a prestigious project working on the M&M4 microcomputer design review. Your joy turns to gloom when you find a design flaw in a product component. Do you disclose the flaw, hide the flaw, or fix the flaw and not tell anyone?
Fix that shit.
So, number 3?
Disclose the flaw.
Okay. Controversy rages as half the staff denies there is a flaw. Ultimately, you are vindicated, but the project is bogged down for months. You become addicted to Pepto-Bismol and must eat curried food once a week to balance the effect.
Oh no.
Senior management has dragged his heel on salary increases while total MMC progress has skyrocketed. Now, a company-wide movement is fomented by Brighton Star and other engineers to get royalties on invention. Do you join the job action? Do you oppose it? Or tell Brighton you back the job while you tell Con that you don't?
Let's join the job action.
You maintain solidarity with your fellow engineer. You share sidewalk time and your last stick of gum with them as well. Returning to work at the end of job action, you discover your personal belongings have all been looted except for a tie from your brother-in-law.
Oh no.
Politics begin to appear in the engineering department. Top engineer are vying for management position. You're pressed to become involved. Do you focus on work? Avoid the situation and study for advanced engineering, or get involved with politics?
Let's get more education.
You add to your personal credential while maintaining neutrality. Conversations are directed toward esoteric discussion of technology. On the part of your fellow engineers currently turns into boredom. Your strategy works.
Yay.
You did an average job. You acted in a progressive and decisive manner. You stood up for product quality. You acted counter to management's unit policy, and you stayed out of politics.
Okay.
However, economy is now depressed, and you're still at level 5.
Let's become a foreman.
Production foreman. Unfortunately, you're a remember for acting counter to union policy, but you do have good interpersonal skills.
Yeah.
And that was enough to give you the job.
Alright.
You do a little less, but you still have that working telephone. Hey!
Alright, let's go.
You must choose a shop floor management style in your new position as production foreman. Do you go with tough, tier Z, firm but fair, or removed?
Let's be firm but fair.
You're liked for your consistency, respected for your performance, appreciated for your result, and morale is high. Smooth water makes for the best selling.
Yee.
You get an employee grievance from Pamela, an attractive assembler who files a sexual harassment complaint. You take Pamela out to dinner and discuss the problem, hold a grievance meeting, or defer to the personal department.
Hmm. Probably hold a grievance meeting.
Alright. Direct action straight to the heart of the matter. Pamela is satisfied, the guilty parties are chastised, and you've squashed a potential lawsuit. Have a cigar!
Yay!
This is 82, by the way. Just gotta remember. Pamela, a usually reliable employee, is injured while horsing around on the production line. She's due for promotion this year if she acquires enough duty days. Do you recommend that she not be promoted, keep the circumstance secret, or punish the entire shift?
Hmm. You know what? Number 2.
Alright. Pamela is grateful and will return as soon as possible. However, you may have set a bad precedent. To reduce the level of horseplay, you have Pamela wear handcuffs the first day back.
Oh no.
You did do a good job despite everything. You supported and have faith in your people, positive management style, open manner of addressing problem, and good interpersonal skill. So that did not actually come back to bite you in the ass. The economy is fair, and you have one level 6 job if you want.
Yeah, let's go with the 6th one.
Alright. You're remembered for a bunch of good things. However, you're still remembered for acting counter to management's union policy. But you got the job.
Yee.
48,000 a year, you have a cubicle, some travel and entertainment allowance, life insurance, and management workshop.
Yee.
Doug MacArthur, the senior vice president of operations, says the quality control rejection rate is too high. He assigns you to correct the problem. So your response is to change the standards, fight Doug, change jobs, don't enforce the standard, or talk to all the parties involved.
Let us change the standard.
Alright. Changing standards open the door for a lower quality product. However, these may be realistic standards, especially if you had nothing to do with establishing the originals.
Oh.
An investigation reveals that the pre-assembled parts are causing quality control rejections. You must act to rectify the problem originating at your supplier, Mel Design Co. You order more parts, assemble parts at a higher price in the home plant, or pressure Mel for improvement.
Let's pressure them for improvement.
A little motivation can get you the pre-assembled parts up on quota without disrupting your assembly procedure. Threatening to take your business elsewhere should qualify as a little motivation.
Yes, I just punch people.
Disaster strikes while Barney Stone, the plant manager, is on vacation and you're in charge. Gale Force winds knock down a wall sheltering expensive quality control equipment. Do you evacuate your personnel immediately, try to save the equipment, or call in Red Adair?
What the hell's a red Adair?
I have no idea.
Likewise.
Yeah, I'll call him in.
Alright. Red is busy saving a oil well in the North Sea, but MMC's maintenance department makes like a rescue squad and saves your key patient. The production department presents them with flashing red lights to commemorate the adventure.
Oh god.
You did an average job. You'll be remembered for compromising MMC's product quality and your good judgment. The economy is fair, and, well, you have other double six jobs open.
Alright. Let's go with market research. Supervising them shits.
You remember for good judgment, and you get the job. 50,000 per year. You have a cubicle, travel and entertainment allowance, life insurance policy, a working telephone, and matching furniture.
Okay.
You note a typographical error in a report that has subsequently led Sam Danger, the vice president of marketing, to issue erroneous predictions. Do you tell him what happened? Do you tell the senior vice president of marketing, BT Barnum, or burn the original report?
Oh god. I'll let Sam know.
Your keen observation and early warning creates a correctable situation. You're praised for sharp-eyed work and told that MMC will pay for regular trips to your optometrist.
Hell yeah.
Returning from vacation, you discover on your desk the rough draft of a negative memo about the market research manager, Elaine Pierce. He decides to try to discover the odor, inform Elaine, ignore the memo, or sign and circulate the memo.
I'll try to discover the author.
You discover the author of the negative memo is Thomas Boswell. Do you reprimand or report?
I'll reprimand.
A diplomatic handling of the situation, he convinced Thomas there is little to gain and a lot to lose. You make a friend and contemplate holding a memo writing course for MMC employees to make some money on the side.
Hell yeah.
You are chosen for long-term internal development as a manager. The group product manager, Sigmund, recommends you spend a year in a line job. Do you accept? Tell the vice president of marketing, claim physical disability, or ask for an extension in your current position?
Yeah, let's accept it.
Doug McCarter advised you to apply for an operations job. On this advice, you cut the cord to marketing.
Yeah.
You did a good job. You'll be remembered after 2 years for open manner of addressing problem, good relations with B.D. Barnum, good interpersonal skill, and befriending Doug McCarter and Frank Herman. The economy is fair, but you do have a level 7 job open.
Yeah, let's do it.
You immediately get it. Congratulations. You make $67,000 a year with a private office, travel and entertainment allowance, life insurance policy, a Chevy company car, and a garage parking.
Yeah.
You're pressed to get the revised M&M 3 project to market. You now need cooperation from all departments. You decide to tantalize your coworkers with incentive pay, be a good guy, or threaten the coworkers.
You know what? Let's be a good guy.
Given your other option, probably the best choice. You're too far along to radically change management styles now. Besides, no one pays attention to your threats anyway. The sales force demonstrate reluctance to push your favorite new product, the M&M 3, because competitive technology has leapfrogged the advantage it once offered. You must scrap the product, increase sales incentive, call in Calvin Klein to create the designer special, or reduce his price drastically.
Let's increase the sale incentives.
There's no incentive quite as effective as money. If this product is sellable, Red Turner's sales force will move it. Their positive response is almost frightening. So are some of their pitch lines. The market research manager, Elaine Pierce, files a report which is critical of your execution of the marketing plan. Do you file a counter report, confront Elaine, put out a contract on her, or try to ride out the situation?
Let's confront her.
Confrontation is good for the soul, also the vocal cord. You don't make idle conversation or exchange cake recipes. Eventually, you both conclude that you are evenly matched and would be better off working together.
Hell yeah.
You did a good job after 2 years. You will be remembered for positive management style, having good relations with Salesforce, and your own manner of addressing problems. And the economy is expanding! Which means you have a bunch of level 8 jobs open.
You know what? Let's see. Let's be a Western area sales manager.
You immediately get the job. 80,000 a year. You have a private office, travel and entertainment allowance, life insurance policy, a Buick company car, and 3-hour lunches.
I wish I had 3-hour lunches.
Sales plummet as the Federal Reserve Boards tighten the money supply. The slump is serious enough to threaten match project plans. Do you disclose the sales slump and redo the plans, cover up the problem, ask to change job, or go on vacation without a phone?
Let's disclose the sales.
Straightforward way to deal with the problem. Laying the cards on the table avoids having to bluff anyone. You may ruffle a few feathers, but you improve performance quickly. You decline a job offer from the Federal Reserve Board. The company newsletter, Micromont, does an analysis of the current sales decline. You become the main interview. You blame the sales decline on your superior, bad market condition, bad luck, or poor products.
Let's do it with bad market conditions.
Almost a cliche, but accurate nonetheless. Throw in the Federal Reserve Board and welfare cheating to make a totally convincing excuse. Sam Danger, Vice President of Marketing, is upset with overall sales performance. He approaches you about a coup against the Vice President of Sales, Red Turner. You answered in hushed tones, okay, no way, I'll think about it, or no, and then you go inform Red.
Let's inform Red.
You've covered yourself departmentally and led the match with a major conflagration. Sam Dangers absolutely hates you, while Red Turner wonders why you were approached in the first place. Buy a hard hat for the shrapnels. You did a good job. You'll be remembered for positive management style, open manner of addressing problem, having the perfect sales personality, but you did offend Sam Danger. The economy is fair, and you have the Vice President of Sales position open.
Let's do it.
Unfortunately, you are remembered for lacking the background for this department. You are, however, remembered for a bunch of good things. But unfortunately, the fact that you did not have a background in this does not get you the job. So you're gonna have to do another level 8 job.
Let's do a group project manager.
You're remembered for a few good things, but you're also remembered for offending Sam Danger, which is still enough to give you the job.
He was a dick anyway.
He has a penis.
83,000 per year, private office, travel and entertainment, life insurance, Buick company car, personalized stationery.
Don't worry, I'll just call on my stand to punch Sam in the face.
While preparing for the M&M 4 launch, you develop a new product ID with significant market potential. Do you present it, sell it to venture, secretly develop it? You present it? Okay. This could be the start of a major opportunity. MMC has the capacity to deliver the product, and you may be an important cog in the operation.
Hell yeah.
You are not copied on a series of memos from Elaine Pierce, one of your marketing product manager, to the Vice President of Marketing, Sam Danger. Do you ask for a briefing, fire Elaine, or write a negative memo to Sam Danger?
Let's ask for a briefing.
This is a good way to get caught up on the situation while indirectly expressing a desire to be copied on future memos. An intelligent employee will take the hint. Sam Danger asks you to go attend a client meeting, scheduled at the same time from a previously arranged meeting with the Vice President of Public Relations, Benton Bowles, to write a speech for Malcolm Farnsworth III. Do you decline the client meeting, do you cancel the speech meeting, or try to go to half of each meeting?
I'll just decline the. No wait, I'll go to half.
Congratulations on your commitment. Please note, during the part of each meeting you missed, you've been held accountable for everything from airplane delays to the national debt.
Wow.
You did do a good job. You'll be remembered for team player instinct, providing MMC with new products, good interpersonal skill, open manner of addressing problem. However, you will be remembered for providing ineffective solutions to problem. Economy is depressed, but you do have access to a level 9
Let's
job
try
again.
that level 9.
Unfortunately, you're remembered for offending Sam Danger and compromising MMC's product quality. You're remembered for a few good things. That does give you the chance to be Vice President of Marketing.
Yeah.
$106,000 per year.
Up your face, Sam.
A private office. 10,000 stock option, 1,000 stock option, 10,000 expense budget, life insurance policy, another Buick company car, and 3-hour lunches back.
Yeah.
Production is way up, and MNC needs to generate more sales. This entails expanding markets. Do you want to enter foreign markets or push for domestic sales?
Let's try foreign markets.
Virgin Sales Territory offer a test of marketing skills and the 3 Berlitz language courses you just signed for. Be sure to have all your elf shots though, and expect an enduring relationship with jet lag. You see an opportunity to broaden the MMC product line into printers. An inventor has approached you with a working prototype that has great potential. It even appears to work. What do? Will you present the opportunity to MMC, pass on the deal, or develop the opportunity for yourself?
Let's present the opportunity.
The strategy is accepted and brings production up to capacity. You generate sales increases without adding to the sales force. You get to dance with the president's only child at the company party.
Yay.
As a result of extensive travel, you are laid up with infectious hepatitis. During your recovery, do you choose to an immediate total rest of 6 weeks, or do convalescence work, which will take 12 weeks?
Let's do number 2.
You stay in touch with the event, but exert little influence. During your prolonged recuperation, you get to know your family again, and find that you like them.
Yay.
Malcolm Farnsworth III stormed into your office. Startup with the M&M 4 has been delayed, and you swear that Malcolm Farnsworth 1 and 2 are in the room, helping him yell at you. What your defense is, it's manufacturing's fault, you don't know, you take responsibility, or the delay is not apparent.
No, I'll take responsibility.
Nice gesture, but your motion is denied. Reviewing the situation, Malcolm Farnsworth concludes that no one person could be responsible. You are asked to prepare a contingency plan as soon as possible as a vote of confidence.
Alright.
You did do a good job. You provided MMC with new products, healthy attention paid to your personal life, and an open manner of addressing problem. The economy is fair, and you have the opportunity for Senior Vice President of Marketing.
Let's senior this.
You're remembered for a bunch of good things, and you get the job. 170,000 per year, a private corner office, 10,000 stock option, 20,000 expense budget, an executive washroom key, a Mercedes company car, and a country club membership.
Hell yeah.
Not bad for someone who is 48 years old.
And punching people to get it to solve all his problems. The power of my stand!
You're involved in a strategy meeting planning for a major new product introduction, the Mad Computer. You choose to confer with the president, the executive vice president, Doug McCarter, all the above, or none of the above.
I'll do everybody.
All of the above?
Yes.
Diplomatic way of doing it yourself, particularly since resolution by committee is usually non-committal at best. The Senior Vice President of Finance and Operations struggle for the Executive Vice President spot as Brooks DuPont approaches retirement. Do you choose side? Do you stay neutral? Do you start your own coalition? Or attentively support the President?
I'll stay neutral. It's not my fight.
Staying neutral is a safe course, although you may be reassigned to MMC's Swiss operations.
Which is not bad. Get some chocolate.
The time has come to introduce the new line of Mad Computers. As the major product introduction, who do you use as a spokesperson? The President? The Executive Vice President? The Senior Vice President of Operation? Or do you go yourself?
I will just have the President do it.
Good if Malcolm Farnsworth is your consultant on the project. If not, he reads his annual address to the National Circuit Breakers Association by mistake and confuses everyone, including the Mad Computers.
Aww.
You did still do a good job. You had good interpersonal skills, stayed out of office politics, and pleased Malcolm Farnsworth. The economy is fair, but you have access to the Executive Vice President job.
Do it, do it, do it.
You are remembered for a bunch of good things, and you get the job of Executive Vice President. $273,000 per year. You get a private corner office again, 50,000 stock option, 40,000 expense budget, another Mercedes company car, a life insurance, and another country club membership.
Yeah.
Behemoth System, located in Houston, offers you a job as an executive vice president in charge of their North American operation. Do you take the job, suggest a rival, or decline?
No. I pretty much give him the 100 fist of the North Star and tell him to fuck off.
So decline?
Yes.
This company is already dead to me.
Your future still lies with MMC. This show of loyalty gets you a visit to the executive suite. You hope this predestines a permanent move, but in any case, you now have monogram towels in the executive washroom. Behemoth System makes a tender offer to control of MMC. You head the task force to reject the bid. Do you fight the offer, buy some MMC stock on speculation, play up the Behemoth's management team, or retire?
Fight! 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 Fight!
After revealing the Bendix Martin Marietta takeover for excitement, MMC absorbs Behemoth System. This one is so thrilling, Wide World of Sports cover it in a 2-part story.
That's what I did. I just punched their president and went, "You are already absorbed."
Malcolm Farnsworth offers you a job as president of the International Division. It is a respected position in the company, office in London. Do you buy an English-American dictionary, ask for time to study the package, or decline in order to stay in the home office?
Let's study that.
Your delaying tactic eventually leads back to the option board to make another choice. You have to make a choice.
Alright, let's buy that dictionary.
Congratulations on the promotion. Too bad it essentially involves leaving MMC for an outside job. The plumbing in London is 1,000 years old. Some of the meat dishes seem nearly as old. You quit!
Damn it.
At least you're remembered for being there instead of being fired or laid off like we were.
Ah,
Actually,
Yeah.
in my case, I got retired. But yeah,
And nearly 2 million.
that was a complete fucking trap. If you buy the dictionary, that means you go to the international department, which means you leave the home office.
aw,
Which unfortunately means you were the closest to the goal, but no, not close enough.
aw,
But look at that value, though.
yeah.
You're pretty much the closest to the goal.
Yep.
Easily.
Damn.
Oh, I think my DOS buck crashed. Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, anyways, I was planning on ending now anyways, so
Maybe
not
next time
that
I'll
big of a
find
deal.
a way to get there.
We'll see if there's gonna be a next time of this. This was kind of fun, even though there was not that many people, unfortunately. This worked better when there's many different people wanna play this.
Agreed.
But in any case, thank you everyone for coming by. Thank you to Eizen and Mike for the co-commentary.
Remember, to get better jobs, just punch people.